We fly high, no lie. You know this. Holy.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. It really means, the world to me. Bacon, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Bacon.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with face on. I mean, I kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him at college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. All right, what's going on, my good people? Yes, sir. I know what time it is, man. It's another lovely Monday, man. Hope you guys are enjoying your break. As for the athletes on high school, we all know that this is obviously dead week. Obviously, the communication coaches are on the low, and nobody's really doing anything this week, man. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Still out there, get your little run on, you know what I'm saying? Stay in shape, because, season is right around the corner. Y'all know what 4th of July means. Season is around the corner, all right? So y'all stay in tune. Y'all definitely do that, man. And like I said, we got a jam-packed show, man. We got a lot to talk about. We'll have Kentrell Davis here just a second. He just connected, so he is on the way. We also have Ezequiel Davis as well, outside running back, 2028 class from Adairsville. We're also going to bring on, obviously, Tojuan Payton Jr. Shout out to his pops, man, for setting up that interview for us tonight, man. So it's jam-packed. We got some college football topics as well. But let me go and bring on my co-host, man, the man of the hour. Arvon Bacon, the Bacon Network. Yes,
hey, bro, I appreciate that intro, man. The man of the hour, man. I appreciate
man of the hour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you day been doing, man?
It's been all right, man. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I'm cool, brother. I'm cool. I just left the gym not too long ago. Hopped out that sauna, steamy.
You're getting it in, huh?
Yeah. You gotta get it in, brother. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here loafing. So you know what I'm saying. We talk about the athletes. Get you a couple miles in, you know what I'm saying? You gotta practice what you preach, brother. So for sure, I keep my game tight.
Hey, we love to hear that, man. Same here, man. I got up early this morning and did it for work about 6 o'clock. When I went. Yeah, man. Hit a couple hours at the gym and then a little. It actually felt good today. Now I don't know how it felt after because I was working all day, but it actually felt pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like afterwards, like I got back about right before work about 8:15, 8:30. Obviously I had my run and everything. But yeah, man, it felt really good. So I don't know how it felt after later in the day, if it felt, more hot. But at that period, the sun was feeling good. I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to do a run. Let me do a quick run before work. Actually felt pretty good, brother.
So what's a quick run for you? Is quick run 3 miles, 4 miles, or you just did a light mile today?
Yeah, no. So quick run about 3 miles.
Quick run, you hear? Quick run 3 miles.
Quick run 3 miles. For me, at least.
Yeah.
I know everybody different. Everybody got half mile, you know what I'm saying? But quick 3 miles, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go.
Nah, that's a good mind. What's your pace like? You know what I mean? What, 8-minute mile, 8.5, 9.
But I'm doing well 8 minute. If I'm going a slower end, about 8:30, 9. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, about solid. I'm going good. About 8 minutes for sure.
Do you run with headphones in, or do you cheat, or do you know what I'm saying? Do you do no audio?
I like to have audio.
Yeah.
I like to have audio. So that doesn't mean rap music all the time. That can also mean smooth and jazz music as well. I think it's just soothing and calming. Yeah, so it just, depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll do like a little smooth jazz, or I'll do like a new age or something like that when I'm running. All just depends.
Okay. I'm a guy. I like to run with energy. I might do some like some Afro beat. I need something to fuel the fire. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Especially when it gets tough, you know what I'm saying? But ideally, I'd rather run without headphones because it makes you go inward. But, you know, it's just a better vibe when you running with music.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, today was smooth, though. I can't complain, brother. Can't complain, man.
I feel you, man. How was this past weekend? I think you recently did something. Can't remember.
Did nothing this weekend.
Something you had went to.
This weekend.
Oh, yeah, we could recap that real quick. Yeah, Amari Latimer. Yeah, what was your thoughts on that recruitment?
Nah, I mean, it was good, bro. You know, kind of had us on everybody on the fence. Never didn't really know he was gonna go. Talk to his pops beforehand. Like, man, I really didn't know where he was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Fresh off the Georgia Tech visit, or they were in the top 6. Talked to him, say it was my mistake. They should have been in my top 7. But you know, to see him committed to Wisconsin to play with his brother, you know what I mean? That's anybody want to fulfill a childhood dream of playing with your brother, you know, probably since middle school. Not really middle school, but middle school towards the back end. If you got PT as a young guy, didn't know he had an injury. We saw in his presentation, but you know, to have the opportunity to play with your brother, you know what I'm saying, on college level, collegiate level, you know what I'm saying, D1, Big Ten football, you know what I mean? I'm sure just like everybody else, I got chills right now. That's inspiration itself. So it was a good experience, you know what I mean? And glad to see him make his dream come true.
100%, man. Yeah, I think, like you said, your dream come true. Obviously, an outstanding player, man. You know, he's continued to, you know, get better and better. Great story. Got it out the mud, in my humble opinion, and continued to, you know, grind and get to where he is, man. So, you know, I think, you know, that's a story. I know Tech fans were a little upset. I'm gonna actually pull that up while we're waiting for Kentrell, who's in the background, y'all. I didn't bluff y'all. He is here. He's just getting connected. But I want to bring that up. The fans had the post go crazy, Bacon. So let's get your reaction to that real quick.
All right.
And just kind of see your thoughts a little bit, obviously, on that. Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying.
Oh, good, brother.
Okay, here it is. Sponsors and Tech fans. All right, so Bacon, like, what is your thoughts, obviously, when you see this? So I said Georgia Tech has 2 blue chip recruits for 2026 class, with the Yellow Jack standing out for one of the best backs in the country in Amari Latimer. It's only a matter of time until blue chip prospects are commonplace for GT. Have to credit Coach Key and the staff for the job they're doing. Some says we have to keep these studs home. These kids making other schools great instead of their home state is mind-boggling. Close only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. Well, they get those awesome 7 and 6 rings, so yeah, it's a blue chip magnet. That's a funny trolling comment. And he had one winner in Madison will change his mind. I'm betting he flips by December. We're almost there. Let's go take it. What's your thoughts on that real quick?
Man, shout out to Miss Nancy for the positivity. We'd like to see the positivity in the comments, but I mean, you know, be honest, you know what I'm saying, prior to the Coach Key era, man, you know, playing in the not wing T, but the triple option offense, wasn't marketable to blue chips. So, you know what I'm saying, we have to be patient and understand that we're trending forward. You know what I'm saying? Take sports outside of baseball, but mainly basketball and football. We talk about them in stock trends. Very bullish on this because it's foreseeable and it's coming. So it's definitely on the way. Your you know what I'm saying, your statement was correct. It's definitely on the way. And I can understand where the fans are coming from, playing devil's advocate, playing both sides, if you want to say that. People just want to win, man. You know what I'm saying? Been in between, I ain't gonna say mediocre, but been mediocre for a while. You know what I'm saying? Tech was once in the SEC, so Tech has proud history. And people are just eager to get back to that, so you can't fault the fans. But definitely pump the brakes, be patient, and understand that, you know what I'm saying, things are coming around the mountain.
Speaking of coming around the mountain, I think we got Kentrell ready, man. So let's ask him. Welcome on the show. Talk a little about this class. Kentrell, what's going on, man? I think you muted, bro.
My bad.
No worries, bro. What's going on, man?
Good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
Say it again.
Nah, I said appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
I'm sorry. It's loud on here. I'm sorry. Say it
Yeah,
one
so
more
no,
time.
I said no. Appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
Oh, my bad. It's so loud.
No worries at all, man. So Kentrell, man, just tell us about this past season, bro. You ball out, obviously on the gridiron. Y'all win the state championship, man, with Parker, one of y'all best seasons in program history. Talk a little about this past year for you, man.
This past season been hard. Just outworking everybody that we playing. Never play down to our competition. Just really outworking everybody. Never let nobody outwork you. Either it could be everybody practice. Everybody practice. So it's what you're gonna do outside of practice, what you're gonna do on the weekends, that's gonna make you better from everybody else. You know.
Speaking of that, I think you're there right now, but you train with Coach L, so you're doing stuff outside of, what I'm saying, your regular practice. So tell me about training with Coach L and how that's perfected your craft and grown your game.
He helped me a lot. I've been training with Coach L for this is gonna be my 4th year, so I've been training with him since I got to high school. Developed me in so many ways as a football player, as a man, a son of God, a lot of ways, a lot.
Wow. And then when you're working with him on the football component, what are some drills he have you doing, Kentrell? Is it what I'm saying, more agility things? Is it your release? Is it catching the ball? What are some things he has you work on?
So on different days that I come, so we have 3 days. So we train on Tuesday at 7, Thursday at 7, and Saturdays at 9. So like different days we do different things. So some days we'll probably do releases. Some days we'll probably do upper body strength. Some days you probably do route running, or also we train with the DB. So we'll either do like one-on-ones going against the DB, so everybody getting better, stuff like that.
Gosh, 100%, man. And then obviously talk about this year being kind of hard. But when did you know this past year that Parker was going to be special? When did you know, like, we got a chance to do this thing?
Really when I first got there. So that's when we had ended up getting Naeem and Jordan Crawford, Adam with Jeremiah Beeman and Khalifa Keith with those good guys. So I thought we really could win. Then we had beat Clay that same year. So I thought we was gonna.
Okay. And then obviously so tell me what it was like going to practice going against all those studs. I mean, I know you train with Coach L, but you going against Naeem. Like what's that like? You got iron sharper than iron, best of the best. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's fun, like going against the best corner last year. So you getting yourself better, going against the best, and that's what I really wanted. Just going against the best players that be in front of me to make me a better football player.
Now, for Terry fans that are watching, what would you say is probably one of the best aspects of your game that makes you stand out?
What makes me different from every other wide receiver, I'm not a selfish receiver. So I will block. So you better, I block. Just know that. So I block. So that helps. So a lot of receivers don't really block as how I do. So yeah, I'm a different way. So some plays you probably don't even want to press me because I'll probably block you. But you can't play too deep because I probably run a shorter route. And now you got to tackle me because I'm already bigger than everybody. So you have to decide on what you want to do. If you go press me, you either go get blocked or I'm going to do my thing, or you go play off and I'm going to still do my thing. You really can't stop it. That's how I feel. That's my mindset.
Love it, man. So the blockhead aspect, like I said, everybody don't have that. So did you kind of develop that, or is that always a part of your game, even low league as well?
Yes, going against Naeem and Tim, we was doing like blocking drills. So got used to it, get knocked off my feet. So got used to it.
Got you, man. Tell me about one of your maybe all-time favorite battles that you went up against. Not necessarily practice, in a game, low league. What's been one of your all-time favorite battles you went against somebody?
Probably going against Zion Gibson and Fitzpatrick from they goes to Bama now. If we played them I think it was my sophomore year in the 3rd round, we played Gaston City. We played against Fitzpatrick and Zion Gibson. Those two good guys I played against.
What did you enjoy most about those battles?
It's competitive. A lot of DBs don't really be competitive. They be nice. Like they actually gonna be competitive with you. They're not gonna back down. So
Gotcha. Last before I throw it to Bacon, man. You got a question in the comments. Someone said, ask him who is his main on NCAA 25.
Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. They underrated on the game.
Come on now.
That's fact. Are you, Bacon?
Yeah. So, Kentrell, I got to ask you, brother, we just talked about you're a blocker. You know what I'm saying? You're an assassin at the wide receiver position. At what point in time when you're observing your opponent, when do you know when they're broken? Like I got him. He's laying down, coach. I can do whatever I want with him.
Complaining, crying, because a lot of DBs don't like getting touched. So you take them to the sideline a few plays, they out the game.
Okay. So is that, would you say it's like 50% majority of the DBs? Like what percent of, the DBs you go up against are elite or just, just out there in the motion?
Most of the DBs are decent, but like you rarely come past like a lot of physical DBs nowadays.
Okay. So yourself, Shadarian Morgan, Ryan Williams from a couple years ago last year, it's been a lot of buzz around Alabama receivers for a while, but do you still feel like Alabama receivers are, undercut and, not looked as highly as other receivers in the nation?
Yes, I do feel like that.
Why is that?
We have the best receiver core in 2026, the state, and we still overlooked. So a lot of players, there's a lot of good receivers that's not even getting the look they're supposed to be getting.
You think it's just because it's Alabama? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
okay. Some people say Alabama's a defensive sport. Like,
yeah.
I mean, a defensive recruitment. So like most of the players are getting recruited for defense. But I feel like we could change that especially with the 2026 receiver core.
With that chip on your shoulder, how much of that do you take into just your training and preparation for the game?
It makes me work harder. Everybody wants to beat Parker now, so you just got to keep the intensity like that we had last year. I'll work everybody, like I was saying. Never take no days off. 1% better every day.
Now you got Naeem. Naeem has moved on. A couple others have moved on. So who's coming in to fill those roles and be that leader for Parker this year?
So you're talking about secondary wise? You're just talking about
just over across the whole team. Like who's going to be that leader?
We still have a lot of players. Johnny Moody been there. He committed to Memphis not too long ago. Keyshawn Johnson, he's an overlooked safety. He played linebacker last year, but he's an overlooked safety. Still got Robert Taylor, Vodney Cleveland. Got some more underrated guys. I can't say too much, but we got a lot of underrated guys that's going to be coming back. So it's a lot of players though. But I know those two, Keyshawn and Johnny, they don't get the looks they have, but them kids are like actually good. Like they outwork everybody. They make sure they put more work in than anybody else do.
For somebody who's already got that light, man, how are you kind of just keeping those guys locked in? Like, hey man, your time will come. I see your value. So how do you keep those guys locked in, even though they haven't got that shine that they need?
Being a leader, showing them that they can actually do the same thing I'm doing. Selling the best way, the same way how I became who I am now. Training, like most of the receivers that like haven't got what they really wanted, I tell them to come. They do training with me. We go to different places, do like one-on-one sessions and stuff like that. So I help my teammates out stuff like that, so they can feel like, yeah.
Absolutely. Another question for you, Zena_XZLY. What's another position you would What's another position would you play if you didn't play the wide receiver position?
Probably safety. Probably free safety.
You like to hit, I can tell you like to hit.
Yeah, I could cover ground, so it's like yeah.
So strong safety, or you go play free because you said cover ground, you say you like to hit. Free.
Yeah.
Okay. His brother's a star, he likes to get the ball on his hands. So what did you play safety like little league coming up?
I really played everything in youth league, but I did play safety a little bit in middle school, so like I'm kind of used to it. And I played a little bit my freshman year.
A little bit of freshman year, okay. Versatile. So I gotta ask another question about Coach L, man. For those who don't know, man, Coach L does a lot in the Birmingham area. You know what I'm saying? Just give the people, bring them up to speed of just how impactful Coach L is, not just the kids that he trains, but the community as a whole. Where she's from?
Coach L is a good guy. He helps the community well, helping a lot of people. It don't even have to be football wise. Like sometimes we do community service, we go help the homeless. So it's not really all about football team. It's about life And we have pastors coming in here talking to a whole bunch of kids, want us to be closer to God. Like, it's really just more than just football. It's really life. Like, he teach you how to be a better man, better son. There's some girls in here, he teach them how to, become better women, not just with sports wise, like anything.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Coach L is a one of a kind, man. Blessed, man. Last year, blessed to just been in his presence. Blessed that he done said this gave us the access. He actually put this interview together for us. But before I pass it back to Najeh, I know you want to ask some questions about the tech thing. So you got a T-shirt on. But before we get there, brother, I'm saying, you got the medallion. I looks like grandma. But I'm saying, the floor is yours. Who is that? And I'm saying, why does that person mean so much to you?
So this is my grandma. She passed away my freshman year. And I remember the last thing she told me, she said, "Shine, do what you like." I mean, she said, "Shine, do what you love the most. And what you love the most is going to come true." And I always knew I love football. So every time I play football, I wear this chain, literally, everywhere I go. So I know that she's with me through anything, literally, like anything. So it's really her. She's my why.
Yeah, it is, brother.
That was one of my questions. You answered it. I was going to literally ask you what's your why, but you answered that, brother. I appreciate you sharing that story, man. Obviously, RP to your grandma, man, and that's an inspiration for you, brother. But great question, man. I want to ask, who do you model your game after? It's a comment from Nico D.
Play style, I'll say George Pickens.
I can see that. Okay. I was watching your film. I can see that. Okay. Why Pickens, though? Why you like Pickens?
First, he from Bama. That's one thing. He's just like me. He's not just a receiver. He's actually going to block. So then there's a lot of people you play with, like, you really can't play man on man with them. So if you try to play man on man with me, we go balls.
100%. Okay. So let me speaking of routes and the goal, what is your favorite route to run as a receiver?
I don't really have a favorite route. It's whatever you give me. I can make myself get open on any route that you give me.
Interesting. That's the first
And
time.
then it makes everything easier because I know how to read coverages. So it's like I can change my routes based off how you covering me.
Can you speak to that a little bit? Not obviously, I don't want you to break down coverage or anything, but just the importance of knowing coverages and how it can help you in your game. I feel like receivers don't really talk about that. They always talk about releases, getting open, but can you talk about that point and just break down why it's important to know coverages?
It's important to know coverages because some teams do you change a route based off what coverage they in. And I know in college that's one thing I'm gonna have to learn. So my quarterback coach taught me how to read coverage. So it helped me with NCAA, like with one high safety. It's either a cover 3 if the corner's playing back, so seams are open on one side, whatever the safety's playing there. You got cover 2, you have two safeties more than likely bad back on the hashes with the cornerbacks playing at like 5, no more than 7 yards. And you really can tell the difference between a cover 2 and a cover 4 based off how the corners and the linebackers are set up. Because you have more than likely you have 3 linebackers. You have 3 linebackers in. And you have one guard in the little flat routes. And then you really have one person that's covering like the middle, like 10 yards middle. So it's really easy. Like I read from the safety corner to the outside linebackers, like the nickel, and I can read it from there.
So if you don't mind, I mean, you just breaking that down. You kind of got me intrigued. So the cover 2 and the 4, obviously it's two high safeties. They're going to back up. That middle of the field is going to be open. But like you said, you look at the linebacker, and I guess like you said, the slot position. So how would you know it's not a cover 2 compared to a 4? Is it how it's aligned? If you could break that down.
So what cover 4? How can I put it? So so the difference between cover 2. So first, this is how you know if it's cover 2 or not. You only had most of the time, like right now, high school defense, they really don't disguise what they really in. So they'll either play like 7 yards. That's how you know they're in and a lot of players they tell they'll either just sit there and look at you, or they really don't disguise. So you really can tell. So, or if they're cover 4, they're more likely playing like 10 yards off probably. but you really can't tell. Like they probably either gonna be looking dead at you or they gonna be turned to the side like on a cover 3, but it's really cover 4 because you got 2 safeties, and you read the safeties based off if the safety is coming down and the other safety is like farther back. So like you really can read it like that.
Which you explaining. You taught me some things, but I've always known the coverages. But that breakdown, you taught me some things. Okay, so a savant of the game, man. I like that. All right, so when we talk just real quick about Georgia Tech, what made that the right fit for you? I mean, you had colleges from all over recruiting you. Obviously, you took your OVs. What made Tech like, yeah, man, this the right fit for me?
Outside of football, it's like good to get a degree and stuff like that from Georgia Tech. And then I'm trying to major in mechanical engineering, so I know Georgia Tech has one of the best mechanical engineers. So that's one thing I really looked at. The team, the quarterbacks I'm gonna be having once I get there, I like it. Like I love it a lot. The guys, like the atmosphere, and then you're in Atlanta, and it's not too far from home, so you know.
What was one of the most important things? You got a question. What was one of the most important things to you during your recruiting process?
Who really wants Kentrell? A lot of teams say they want Kentrell just because their rival team want me. So like you gotta actually show me how you gonna use me, how I can develop myself, how you can develop me, and how can I help this team? Them are my 4 questions. And one more question I usually ask: how many players are you taking out the transfer portal? Because that means a lot. So you never know.
Hey, man, it's a smart brother, bro.
It's impressive.
Kids don't even ask that. Like that is so important, though. I mean, how many kids you taking in the transfer portal, and then how many kids you taking in this class? That's another one. You know, who else you bring with me in 26? So I don't want you to have conversation that you had with Tech about that. But like, how did you just know, like, hey, this is something I need to ask for? Like, who? Not necessarily a person, but how did you get prepared where you knew to ask the right questions?
So once I get there, I have like a notebook. So anything I have questions for, I write it down. Me and my mom just write all our questions down. Then we ask when it's time to ask. So like we answer all our questions that we have. So we always ask because we always got to make sure how many players you're taking out of my class, how many that you already got committed, and then how many taking out transfer portal. Because the transfer portal changed a lot, like a lot. So.
How did that affect y'all as being an athlete? Because we know, like, I think you might have just missed the Kentrell because you graduated 26. So, you had the COVID, the transfer portal rules changed, you got the NIL. How did that affect your recruitment, just in general, from a standpoint? There's not as many spots available anymore as it used to be, and also the cut down of rosters too.
I don't really know how to answer that question. I'm trying. I just don't know how to explain how it messed up. I don't know how to explain it, but it did like mess a little bit up, just a little.
Like basically, I'm asking, like, did it make it tougher in recruiting? Like, did your recruiting process start later than maybe it should have?
Yes.
I thought you, Bacon.
For sure. So, what about Coach McKnight that you like the most?
He's from Alabama. He showed me how he can develop me. He actually can develop me. He's a smart guy. It wasn't even just Coach Trent. It was Coach Key, Coach Buck, Coach Dre. It was all the coaches. Like you could tell that they actually like love me and love my game and love me as a person.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you about Coach Dre. You know what I'm saying, got an inspirational story as well. You know what I'm saying, was playing baseball, didn't work out. You know what I mean? I think a couple of days into playing football, you know what I'm saying, came in, was filling in for somebody and never looked back. You know what I'm saying? I had to catch that went viral on Sports Center. So, you know what I'm saying, just how much of his story, you know what I'm saying, has inspired you as well?
It inspired me a lot. We had the midweek, and he was just talking to me about it, and it was like interesting, like you actually coming back to the place you played at and start coaching.
Yeah,
so it was really cool.
100%, man. I also want to go back to what you said about what Grandma said. She said, you know what I'm saying, just live your life. You know what I mean? And so many times in today's world, we get caught up to like comparing, you know what I'm saying? Comparison is a thief of joy, right? So just how do you, and especially in this time, just continue to like, I got to do me no matter what he or she may say. I got to attack my life as fast as I want to go to, because at one day, man, which is the reality, we're all going to expire one day. So we have to go get our dreams while we're breathing in good air. So how do you do that?
Just thinking. Like a lot of times I just sit there and think and meditate, because meditating is good. I talked to Coach Hill about it. Like when I'm like feeling sad about it, he just helped me with it. So like he's like my mentor, if you get what I'm saying. So like when I'm down, like when I'm sad, I just go to Coach Hill. He just helped me through all of it.
So you're a big meditator?
Yes, sir.
So in those times where you, like I was meditating yesterday, you know what I'm saying? It took me a couple sessions before I could really visualize and get deep. So where you can't get deep, do you get like frustrated, or do you just go to the journaling? Or I'm saying, what is your process to get deep?
Diary. I got a diary. I write all my stuff in.
Okay, my brother's I ain't gonna lie, brother. You advanced than most people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most people got that still damn it on, you know what I'm saying? They a little slow, which I, you know what I'm saying, obviously I disagree with. I got some family in the enterprise area, you know what I'm saying? So but come to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Food may be a little different up here, brother. So I'm saying, what are some of your favorite foods in Alabama, and how will they how much will you miss it when you come to Atlanta? I know that was a little all over the place, but
I didn't try so like after every game, me and the football team we go to downtown Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
So like that's what I'm really used to, but I didn't try it down in Atlanta. We was trying it's like this little steak place. I forgot what it's called, but it was good. Like the food is different from there and from here though. Like different.
How different though? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's
like the taste just tastes different.
Season?
Yeah.
Okay. The seasoning different. I gotta ask you this, brother. You know what I'm saying? I ask this every so often. You know what I'm saying? You're an athlete, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you navigating the dating scene, brother. That's an important question.
So I do have a girlfriend, but so she does sports as well. So like she know how it is to be busy and stuff like that. So like we work through our time and stuff like that. Like the time that we have, we just do something.
I got you for sure. Outside of ball, outside of working out, I'm sure you probably in the gym 6-7 days a week. Just what does Kentrell do for fun? Just to relax.
On the game. If I'm not training football or school, I'm on the game with my teammates or my old teammates or my family members, or just play with my brothers. I have brothers in my house, so we either play the game or we just go outside and hoop because we got a basketball goal outside. Cause, I used to hoop.
You don't hoop no more. You don't pick it up so often. You don't pick it
up.
No,
so my freshman year I played it because I didn't know what sport I was gonna play. I didn't know if I was gonna play football or basketball, but I was the only freshman on varsity and started. So the first game I came and we played against Fairfield, went crazy. But like after that year, I have like, I feel like football my thing. So I just stuck with football.
Said you went crazy. What you go for, like 30?
Nah, not 30. Not 30.
You went crazy.
For me, as a freshman to start, like 15 with like 3 steals, that's good for me.
Yeah. For sure.
Then I'm getting rebounds over folks is like 6'3", 6'4", and I'm only like 6 foot.
They say he's been a dog, you know what I'm saying? I like that, brother. Last thing I throw about the nod. You talked about the games. I gotta ask you, what games are you playing? You know what I'm saying? 2K, Madden, you playing the story modes, what you
do? I play Madden, college football, Fortnite, Call of Duty, a little bit of Roblox with my baby brother and my baby sister. That's really about the only games I really play.
Roblox.
And 2K sometimes. 2K.
What, you know what I'm saying? What led you to down the engineering path, brother?
I'm not sure. Because like I also was saying, I want to do mechanical engineer because that was something that I liked. But like other things that I had in mind it would be between mechanical engineering, sports management, or real estate. Because like my auntie like flip houses and stuff like that. So like I help her. So like I got used to like flipping houses, helping her do stuff like that. But the mechanical part, my dad like helped with that type of stuff. Like he a science guy, so like I've learned everything like literally from science from my dad.
That's tough, man. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Yes, sir.
Who be winning them NCAA battles, man?
In NCAA, I have it, but like on Madden, for some reason my dad has it because he just get the Eagles and they just overpower everybody.
They OP, man. Why Pops using Eagles, man? Come on, they got everybody. That's the Avengers, man.
He been a fan with them since he was like in middle school.
Okay.
So he been a fan for a little minute.
We'll give him a pass.
Yeah, we give him pass. That is an OP team, though. It is an OP team.
Crazy team.
How excited me actually this Kentrell just back to tech. How excited are you just to see this team this year, man? I mean, they in a bigger limelight. They're gonna be on ABC. They're playing teams like Clemson, Colorado, Georgia again. How excited are you to see kind of what you see last year and like, okay, they on the uptrend. They got a chance to potentially be even more in the national spotlight.
So they asked to play better teams. I feel like they're gonna do way better than last year, even with the team. They bringing so many players back. I will be at the Clemson game when they play Clemson, so I'm gonna watch that game. But I feel like they're gonna be even a better team. That they'll be a better team than last year, even though with all the big wins they had, 9 overtimes with Georgia.
I was just about to ask you about that. What was your thoughts about that game? That was kind of a wild game.
Up all night watching the game.
Thanks.
Crazy.
But we was on the field when it happened. We was like, yo, when is this game going to end?
Real. They just scoring. I'm hoping the defense get a stop.
Yeah, man. They couldn't. They got banged up, man. Whole secondary pretty much out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Facts. Real quick, what's your thoughts about the Colorado game? They played that on Friday night. What do you think about that one?
The first. That's what game that is?
That's the first. Yeah.
I can't say too much, but I feel like them guys gonna do their thing.
I got some intel.
my guy Jamal gonna do his thing. That's my guy.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like he would have said they gonna put belt. He can't say that though.
I can't say that.
Oh man, hey, appreciate you tuning in, GT boy, man. Much love to the Saint fans, man. Y'all be having the thing go crazy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Yes, sir. All right, I got one more before I throw it to Bacon, man. I know you got to rob. What do you want your legacy to be, man, when it's said and done?
I want to be in the Hall of Fame, at least top 5. Everybody ain't gonna be number 1 because it's gonna be battles, but I want to at least be top 5 as a Hall of Famer. Be one of the best to do it, and at least if I don't, come back and either coach like Michael Vick, just something like that. That's big for me.
Back to the community. Okay. Go ahead, Bacon.
But I think you will, brother. Just from what we saw you last year at the Hoover 7-on-7. You know what I'm saying? Caught an eye there. You had a head tap against. He was playing Mosley. You know what I'm saying? You had a head tap. School from Florida. You blocked. You know what I'm saying? You know the game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit of Jared Rice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a smaller version of Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite player. It's Julio Jones, then George Pickens, then T. Higgins.
I like that. Okay, that's a good one. That's an underrated one too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Najeh, he's a big Cincinnati fan, brother. You know what I'm saying? So you just did something.
Don't say it around my dad. He ain't gonna like you.
Look.
He don't like nobody.
Hey, he lucky you ain't say CD.
Come on. And then they just got my boy George. I'm mad.
You know what I'm saying?
I told Dan I probably had a chance to a Cowboy fan. He ain't gonna like me no more. He probably go kick me out.
It'd be crazy to get drafted to the Cowboys.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Don't speak it to exist. Don't speak it to existence now.
Oh yeah, you're right. We'll take it back. He's gonna come somewhere like to the Falcons or something. You know what I'm saying? To a real organization.
Enough.
Dak ain't doing it.
Nah, Dak ain't. No, saying Dak ain't doing it, brother. You know what I'm saying? The whole Cowboys organization ain't doing it. It's time to. Well, they got a bigger problems with the ownership, but It is what it is. But one more question from Antonio D. What position do you train with? Oh, I'm gonna get it right. What position do you train with your brother? Do they play your position? So I'm assuming he's trying to say.
Just trying to see what position my brother play.
Yeah.
I have two brothers. So my firstborn brother, he plays D-line, tight end, and a little bit of linebacker. But my baby brother plays like everything. Like you could put him anywhere, he go do good at it. And he's young, and he just got done. Actually, he just got done with a national football thing. So he plays with Adairsville. They just went to Tennessee. They won the championship down there yesterday. So yeah, he a dog. He probably be the best out of all three of us, to be honest.
You heard it here first.
Brother like that. What's little brother name so we can follow him in the future?
Elijah Dotson. I think his Instagram is Hercules. I think it's Hercules Dotson. Okay. And then my other brothers is, I think it's Ball Antonio. Yeah.
One more from GT boy KD. By the time you leave Georgia Tech, what do you want your legacy to be known as?
I want to be up there with Megatron. I want to be labeled up there with Megatron, and just being one of the best, one of the good receivers to come out of Georgia Tech.
Put Georgia Tech back on the map, man.
Yeah, they already on the map. You don't see what they doing now?
Hey, say it again for the fans in the back, brother.
For real.
Take us
They
up,
going
man.
9. Like you'll never think Georgia Tech will go 9 overtimes with Georgia. It's crazy.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
I ain't lying, brother. When you get up there, they need to have you speaking a lot more, get you as maybe a team spoken when the time is ready. Because you just speaking a lot of power to the fans, but they might have something. This young man talking pretty confident. But last couple days, confident, you know what I'm saying? Well put together, decisive, and an assassin. Well, not assassin, but assassin too, but real cerebral in this preparation. So last 2 questions before I let you go, brother. In the household, brother, you know what I'm saying? You got 2 brothers, you know what I'm saying? So like just I'm saying, what was it like coming up, man? You know what I'm saying? What's the story?
It could have been better. So my dad, my original dad, my sperm donor dad, him and my mom end up stopped talking. So I end up with my stepdad, but like my stepdad been with me since I was 2, so like I've been knowing him. So like he actually he fits in with my dad, and I appreciate him for taking the spot because my mom it's hard to be a single mom with 3 kids. It's hard. So he really stepped in. That's why I really love him for that. Like really just helping my mom, and then he married my mom, so I'm glad for that too. But it could have been better. That's all I can say.
Nah, 100%. So, brother, you know what I'm saying? You have to shout out to Step House and shout out to Monster. So, being an older sibling, man, especially in Birmingham, brother, you know what I'm saying? How did you navigate and just stay away, stay out the way, stay out of trouble, and stay focused with there's so much going around you?
The people that you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with bad influences, you're gonna end up being a bad influence. You set yourself around with people that's son of God, you're gonna be a son of God. It's I feel like whoever you hang around is who you is. So like I was saying, if you hang around bad kids, you're gonna be a bad kid. If you hang around good kids, you're gonna be a good kid. So it's really who you surround yourself with and staying out of trouble. Like a lot of kids in Birmingham, they go to a whole bunch of parties and stuff like that. And it's really dangerous in Birmingham, it's really crazy. So try to stay away from parties and stuff like that. Just stand in the house. Like you can be cool not going to parties. Like, a lot of kids don't realize that.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely hear the Coach L influence in that answer. So, but definitely again, brother, appreciate you for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother. You got your futures ahead of you, brother. Don't let nobody knock you off a pivot. You know what I'm saying? Remember Granny on the chest. You know what I'm saying? We'll be supporting you, and we'll be down there in Birmingham couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So if you're around, Coach L, you know what I'm saying, the compound, definitely love to see you. Definitely love to chop it up with you again. But I'm gonna throw it back to Najeh, you know what I'm saying? He is the host.
Nah, KD, bro, appreciate you coming on, man. You definitely left me more impressed with you than before, bro. Appreciate you letting us get to know you and tell your story, and obviously learn about the great cerebral mind that you have, brother. Keep going, And obviously, you got a great head on your shoulders, bro. You're going to be great, bro. So keep going. Anything we can do to help you, brother, just let us know.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. All right, man. KD, bro. What a great brother, man. Woo. Man, left more impressed with that one, man. So shout out to him coming on the show. Take fans, hope y'all enjoy. Y'all was active as always. We love y'all, man. Let's be honest, GC got holes in that game. Yeah, they did. Did your brother play sports? Hey, KD, can fulfill those goals. He's got a beast throwing him the ball and Philo. Yes, he will. You know what I'm saying? When he get on campus next year, man. So he gonna be a story to watch, man. But for sure, definitely got a good head on his shoulders, though.
Yes, sir. And then gave advice to the kids about just how to conduct yourself on the visits. And so what do you say? How many players y'all taking in? How many players y'all taking out of the transfer portal? How do you see me fitting? You know what I'm saying? These are like gems, bro. That's gonna get spun.
No, 100%. Those are gems. You know what I'm saying? I tell you all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know when you're doing that process and you get screwed over, but you want to know those things. You better ask those questions. Like you say, it takes a notepad with them. Check all those questions. So tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, man. High level, man. High level guy. And he's like 17 years old, man. Talking like that, man. That's mind blowing, man. Again, that's I hate to keep. Now, I really don't even hate to keep bringing it up. I love to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Coach L, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a big influence on those kids down there, man. And Birmingham, one of the roughest cities in the nation. But just shining light in the darkness, man. Anytime you're doing that, that's God's work. So you know what I mean. Salute to him again.
For sure. Hey, man, appreciate the support, brother. Definitely, man. We try to keep that content for y'all, man. We y'all keep coming back on Monday nights, and y'all always spending it with us, man. So, man, we appreciate y'all support, man. Without it, we wouldn't be able to do this, man. Bacon has long days, you know, roofing, different thing he has to do. I got a whole bunch of stuff, man. So, man, we really appreciate y'all. We try to deliver, man, and get y'all that exclusive that nobody else getting, man. So y'all keep coming back, man. So, much love. Good question here. Okay, speaking of Bama, I didn't want to bring up an Alabama topic as well with Xavier Griffin, but let's start here. You guys think we can keep Terry? Yes, there's going to be a push. There's also a push for Travis Stevenson as well right now. The key for Georgia Tech, I mean, it's really not over, y'all, to December, right? Anything can happen. Same thing with Amari Latimer, we just talked about. I do think that they can keep Terry. I think that he sees what's going to happen. What's going to be the key for these DBs that they got that are special? What does Georgia Tech DB room look like this year? You know what I'm saying? Still, they haven't released any depth charts. We're not sure yet. How much do freshman DBs play this year? That's going to be a key thing to watch out for, right? Imagine Tay Harris or a Dalen Penton or those guys play early in their impactful minutes. Then you're going to look back at guys like, oh, they're freshmen. They're seeing the field. Whatever role that may be. And they're going to be like, okay, if I go and put my head down, I could potentially play here. Instead of being 8-9 spots down the depth chart, having to overcome all that just to see the field or even touch the field, right? And I'm not going to talk about conversations I've had, but there will be opportunities. That's all I'm going to say. There will be opportunities. So that's going to be something the key to watch, how early they can have success. I mean, obviously, the back end's loaded. Got Omar Daniels, veteran, lethal, hard hitter, vet. Clayton Powell-Lee, vet, excellent, cerebral, smart. So they got everything they need, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what they're going to do. But if they have an injury, anything like that, knock on wood, do they got the guys to step in and be ready to go? So I think that's crucial. But I think as it stands now, yes, but Alabama is pushing hard for him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, when it comes to him, how do you want to play, right? Because think about it. Mbakwe is probably going to have another year coming back. You know, they got that true freshman also at DB. Or not true freshman, but he'll be a sophomore this year at DB. That's really good for Bama. They're recruiting the class hard. So that Bama room's going to be crowded. Compared to Tech, they're going to graduate some guys. So it's going to be a little – they're going to hit the portal, obviously. They hit the portal, obviously, in the spring. But you're going to have more opportunity to prove and show yourself compared to Bama. Yes, they produce. They have been developing that position. But at the same time, you get the chance to see the field earlier.
And again, you know what I'm saying, to his point, Tech, they know how to recruit these guys, right? Big flip last year, Tay Harris. Keeman Dalen Penson, who was getting recruited heavy last year. They kept him in the fold. USC was at him heavy. This Saturday, well, Amari Latimer, you know what I'm saying, said one for Wisconsin, which was 1A, 1B, one for his brother being there. He probably would have came to Tech.
Says a lot.
It says a lot. That says a lot. So
that's all we saying. I know the fans wasn't happy. It's like, oh, we second place, but that says a damn lot. That's one of the best backs in the country.
Yes. from the same high school that Calvin Johnson went to. And I think he's gonna. It's so tough to say this, but I feel this strong about Amari Latimer. Could be that Calvin Johnson type of guy at the running back position going forward. I'm saying to be 6'1", to see some of his runs, man, just stop on a dime, run you over, catch the ball at the backfield. You see some, and I know Najeh will correct me if I'm wrong. I see some Adrian Peterson in them with just running the ball ability. It's just so many. It's so about deficit Adrian Peterson, but it's so many different variants because he can catch the ball. I know AP can catch the ball as well, but he's a little more east and west than AP. So what I'm saying, but I think very highly of just the whole Latimer family, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, definitely mine.
To his point, all I'm gonna say, watch out for how good Big Bro plays this year.
Yes,
it's gonna be a determining factor. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch
Jameer
what's coming,
Latimer.
and then Jameer Latimer. Watch how successful he is. That's going to determine a lot. I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all want more? Stay tuned. You want more? Stay tuned. We got to handle Colorado. Can't have that typical GT let. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's probably the best point you're going to get Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's opening week. Coach Prime's been dealing with what he's been dealing with. Obviously, I hope he gets better and everything like that. I've been watching Deuce's Scoop podcast. It got some good backs, really good depth, obviously, over there. Some pretty good receivers coming back. But that's going to be the best chance for Georgia Tech to get them, because they're going to get better as the season goes on. A lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't know how good Coach Prime's going to be because it's a lot of young guys and, new pieces, not generational talent. So that's what's being talked about in the national media circle. But at the same time, you give Coach Prime some chances, he's going to figure it out. And I don't think Coach Prime minds going 0-1. Not saying that's what he wants. He wants to be 1-0. But I think that would be a thing where he's like, okay, this is what we did wrong. This is what we need to improve, yada, yada. I don't think Coach Prime would be necessarily opposed to that.
I played the fifth.
Played the fifth. Okay. You can speak your mind, brother. I know GT was on you last time, but you can speak your mind. You can say I'm a Miami fan. I cover Georgia Tech. That's all.
Absolutely. I just say, Colorado's going to be fine, man. They're going to be. I expect them to do great things this year. I watch Duke to School podcast, but I take the time out to watch the behind the scenes footage of Well Off Media, for the People Media, I believe so. Coach Prime had been there, but he's got a very good coach staff, as I alluded to. In the last podcast. They're getting these guys in shape. London Merritt, I know, is a freshman, is incoming. But I'm not saying he's gonna get a lot of big time minutes, but they have a good locker room. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see for both sides. Whoever goes 1-0 or 0-1, it's gonna be a respectable game. The big media, the national media, is gonna spin it how they're gonna spin it. But it's gonna be like, man, these are two very good teams that went at it on Friday Night Lights. A very good bang to the season, and we think these guys, both teams, could be top 15 in the nation.
There you have it. Great point, obviously, by you. And appreciate you not disliking the U, brother. Much love, man. Yes, sir. Big Hurricane fan. Like I said, I don't mind Georgia Tech. Like I said, I want them boys to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Want them to be successful. So no hate there, man. Georgia Tech's a program that, you want to see them hit the behemoth. You want to see, like I was, low-key, I was like, man, I want to see them kind of beat Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Shock the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my mind. And then it was up with them boys big, like 26, 20, I think 27 something. Like I was like, whoa, DC didn't these boys in the mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly what you want to see, man. So yeah, they do need a statement win on primetime TV for sure. And they gonna have so many chances to do it. Not just Colorado. Clemson. That ain't primetime on TV, but that is a primetime, that's a big slot on ESPN, and then obviously against Georgia. So they're gonna have a chance as well. But I want to get your thoughts on this, Bacon, real quick. We bring on TJ for Georgia State. What are your thoughts on this? Obviously, Xavier Griffin, as I said, Bacon, I know it was a foregone conclusion. Once he opened up that commitment, it was a wrap to me. All the signs pointed to Bama. His mom made a great post today and said, since he was 3, he had on the Alabama game. He was going to suit up, for them. You know what I'm saying? So just what's your thoughts on that? Getting a lot of player comp to Jahad Campbell.
Wow. I mean, his mom's from Alabama, his best friend's from Alabama. It makes sense. A lot of the recruiting stuff that goes on, you really, what I'm saying, if you've been in it for a while, like you said, Saturday, it you kind of see it. You kind of see it. What I'm saying, tell whether if they commit someone, like, I didn't really see that. Maybe it was some things behind the scenes I didn't know about, and it comes out where my recruitment's back open. Okay, I see the potential flip. Like sometimes it takes time for the important things to settle in a recruitment, because like I said, like people talk about all these guys are all about money, this, that, and the third. This is a prime example that it's just not all about money. It's about family value things, and I think this is a prime example.
I agree. I think it's just, I think that's more so about his family being from there, his mom, like I said, his best friend. It's just all the connections. Coach Niblett being from Hoover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of connections that tie him into Bama, where it just made a lot of sense, man. And I think that's what it's about. I don't think I had to do anything with money. USC obviously is great, but you go look at the prototype and the protocol. You look at what Alabama's produced at the linebacker edge position. They're getting guys to the league regardless. Why would you not want to go, be a part of that? You know what I'm saying? And be a part of, contributing to your future. Just makes sense.
I agree.
100%, man. Yes, I agree. They did lack a lot of depth in the DB room, and I don't think they're going to have that problem this year when it comes to Georgia Tech. Not this year. I'm going to say a firm no. They got way too much. You know what I'm saying? They got veterans with the mix of the transfer portal, and they got young guys that's ready to go. So, no, I don't think you'll have that problem this year, regardless if anything unforeseen or catastrophic happens at the DB room, in my humble opinion. All right, so we got TJ Hill. He should be on in just a second. Bacon. I wanted to get your thoughts on this. It was a lot of news. Hold on 1 second.
I also say this. I think Jordan Vanderbilt is going to be a one-man wrecking crew on that defensive line, and I'm very excited to watch the linebacker group as well. And also, I mean, everybody knows about the transfer from Mercer. In between him and Vandenberg, and of course Kyle Eifert. I'm saying those are three guys. And I'm gonna be like, I'm really gonna be really studying this upcoming season.
I'm going to give you another name to watch. Andre Fuller is going to be the name for me.
Yes.
Grayson, defensive lineman, was already creating pressure early. So that's going to be a name. They got to get help on D-line. It can't just be Jordan Vandenberg. It got to be somebody else that steps up. Now, to your point, Braden Manley, obviously, yes. I'm talking about specifically defensive tackle. Has to be somebody else to help, obviously, in there. That's going to be very important. And they don't need nobody. Like, if you can give me a Dylan Stewart, 7.5 sacks for the season, that works. You need something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got something. And I highlighted, obviously, Andre Fuller as a guy I think that could be the next breakout star for them. And then sophomore star, I talked about Isaiah Kenyon. You know what I'm saying? Him potentially being the guy. But Taj Butler is one no one's talking about. But
Taj Butler?
Yeah, I like him. He played some minutes last year when Eifert was hurt. But if he could be a off-ball outside linebacker, whatever it may be, you can use him in certain pass down situations and blitzing down, and he can get to the quarterback, or he could just be disruptive. Like kind of like you remember like Jalen Walker with Georgia? If he can murph a little bit, and I don't mean to bring up Georgia GT fans, but that's just as an example, or even Jahai Campbell. If you can murph into something like that would be potentially dangerous for them. They need an impact player on defense. I feel like Vandenberg could be that, but they need somebody. And I think the secondary is going to produce another one too. But they need somebody that's rushing the quarterback or a linebacker or edge rush, somebody to get in there and get plays. If worst case, somebody gets beat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to cover the receivers for 5, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. You need somebody that gets to the quarterback. They need an impact player on defense.
Yeah, fact. I mean, I'll say this is back to the secondary. I haven't heard a lot about Kelvin Hill, but I just remember watching him at Carrollton. I'm like, yeah, he's a solid DB. For them to bring him in, second-year player from UAB, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a name to keep on your list. But I agree with you, man. It's got to be somebody other than JB that's going to, wreak havoc. I brought up Manley, maybe Lightsey. I know Lightsey's more of an inside backer, right?
Yeah, he is.
So
inside.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I agree with you. It's gonna have to be somebody, but I'm sure they got something in the fold. Coach BJ, you know what I'm saying, one of the best from what I'm saying. Daquan likes him a lot. From GT Board once again, It seems like when GT steps up, UGA steps up. GT has picked up the recruiting, and UGA is taking it to another level this year. How do we keep up? I say just winning games. I'm sure I know Nas is going to say the same thing. Win games. I think. Well, so just winning games. We see it happening in real time. You know what I'm saying? We watch it in real time. It's easy to be like, how's it going to happen? But this is a very good recruiting class. Last year class was very good. So I think it's going to be another winning season. It's all going to come down to that game in the Benz. I wish it could be at Tech. I've said it many times, but it's all going to come down to that game downtown Atlanta.
I'm with Bacon. I mirror his sentiment. Comes to winning the big games. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you did last cycle. You flipped Christian Garrett, who was a Georgia commit. They flipped your guy too. They flipped Rashawn Dinkins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you flip another Georgia guy? I'm gonna tell you this right now. Georgia ain't keeping all them kids, bro. I don't care what nobody say. They got 23, 24. Might get up to 26, 20. They ain't keeping everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be out on the dock and available. Okay? So it's how bad you want it. You know, and to Bacon's point, you want to be Georgia in recruiting battle, so you want to get on that same playing field, you beat them. You do what you did last year, but instead of the close defeat, you win. I guarantee you, Georgia Tech would have won that game. The sentiment around the team would have been completely different. They're already getting national hype up now, which I'm about to show Bacon here in a second. I want to get his thoughts on this game. But I'm telling y'all, it would have been night and day different.
Yes.
Now than what they're getting before. I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that is how you do it. That is how you do it. But speaking of quick quotes, real quick, I'm gonna reach out to TJ as well. But Bacon, I want you just to react to this real quick.
It's loaded, boy. Good. They got about 30 kids in that class.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? They're not keeping everybody, bro. I don't care what nobody see.
Good old Paul. All right. Paul Feinbaum on Kalen DeBoer. Paul just don't like Paul. Kalen. But I'll continue to read this. Paul Feinbaum on Kalen DeBoer's recruiting success at Bama. Quite frankly, he loves that word. Quite frankly, this is one of the greatest recruiting runs we've seen in some years. It almost feels like Nick Saban is running the ship again when it comes to recruiting, because this is vintage Alabama recruiting. Kalen DeBoer is a good recruiter. He's been proven a good recruiter, especially at the quarterback position. That's what he's known for, the QB whisperer. Michael Penix. Now we see what is Lacey, KJ Lacey from Saraland. I think so. No, it's not KJ Lacey. He's going to Texas. The one
Keelan Russell.
Keelan, yes. Yeah, so the boy, you know what I'm saying, he's a good recruiter, you know what I mean? And he also has a good coaching staff that can recruit as well. So if I agree, bro, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know where's the I'm so surprised. Like you got to take a second back to think that Alabama's a brand, bro. Okay, unless you got like the worst coach ever, they're gonna get top guys. It's Bama. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even before Saban came, yes, they weren't at their pinnacle, right? They had Bear Bryant back in the 50s all the way to the 82.
Right.
They won 13 championships. Bama will always be Bama, bro, regardless who the head coach is. Now, credit to Saban because he turned them around, won 7 championships. He did his thing. But at the same time, to your point, Bacon, like, the board can recruit. So it's not really that surprising, bro. You got the Bama brand. You got, obviously, the fans. They are invested in Alabama football. So why is it so surprising that he's having this with Alabama? Not surprising.
And they're on the cusp. It looks like Alabama's leading that to race for Darian Morgan right now. It's a heavy race.
I'm hearing Georgia's making a push.
Georgia's making how big of a push?
Big push, from what I heard. Yeah.
That's tough. So it's wide open. It's wide. I mean,
yeah, it's
push. I'm gonna give Alabama a slight edge because he gives me Homer vibes. You know what I'm saying? Auburn was there. Alabama made that push. You know what I'm saying? Colorado's gonna do what Colorado does. But here in Georgia is very interesting. But I'm gonna give a slight edge to Alabama.
Okay. All right. Now we got TJ in the background. One more topic before we bring him on. I do want to get you this quick take on this Bacon before we obviously bring on the next guest. But Josh Pate dropped his list. I did an article on this on SI, so y'all go check this out. Tech fans, if you're still in here, GT Boy and all the supporters. But I did do an article, but I thought this is pretty significant. Now look, I have a lot of respect for Pate, a whole bunch of respect, but it's some games he left off here, man. Like LSU, Florida, how is that not on here? Why is Texas, Ohio State so low? Like that should be number 3, number 2. You know, in my opinion, Texas, Ohio State, that game's a bar burner. Texas, obviously put Texas, Florida. Oklahoma, Bama, that's another game that's been the Iron Bowl's not on here. You know, like those are games, bro. You know what I'm saying? It got to be on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he did pretty solid. I give him a B on my TikTok, and I like that he gave love to everybody, Big 12, Big 10, ACC, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. There's better games. The other one I didn't forget, Georgia, Texas. How the hell is that not on here?
That's a good point.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But real quick, just what's your thoughts?
I mean, you know, it's his name brand. He's got everything he needs. Obviously, number 1, Ohio State, Michigan. The sleeper, not a sleeper because it's top 3, but Oregon, Penn State, that's a huge game. You know what I'm saying? Georgia, Texas, another big one this year at Georgia. I saw the Clemson Georgia Tech game at 9. That's a big one. Ole Miss, South Carolina. That could be another game. No disrespect to Ole Miss. I'm very bullish on South Carolina. Like I said, I got to your point again. A variety. Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? Arizona State. That's a good one. I think it's some games that could be ahead of that game.
Yeah.
I probably will push number 8 up. I definitely gonna put 8 over 6. But nonetheless, like I said, Josh, you know what I'm saying, you gotta save face. You know what I'm saying? When you moving and grooving, rubbing elbows with the who's who, you know what I'm saying? You gotta save face, brother. Gotta throw Lane in there.
I guess, bro. But you could have did LSU Ole Miss. That's more intriguing than that South Carolina to me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. But we got our guest in the background, man. Let's not let him wait no longer, man. Shout out to Pops, man. Tojuan Payton Jr. brought on Junior on the show, man. TJ, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing good, brother. Appreciate you taking the time, man. How's everything going?
Everything been great, you know. Again, used to everything, the college life and all that.
Yes, sir, man. Real quick, a lot of people I know don't ask you about this, but the academic side, I heard you was doing your thing, man. Got on there early, was obviously doing your studies, man. Talk about that component and being ready for the college material and the work already, man.
Yeah, so in the spring semester, I had finished with a 3.85. You know, I was on the dean's list, you know. And really, I would say dual enrollment has helped me a lot to get used to college work and stuff, already being in the college atmosphere. So I feel like that has helped me a lot, and keeping the main thing has also helped me.
100%, man. And then, so obviously you adjusted very well to the academic side, but on the field, you also were a standout too, TJ. I mean, making plays, getting your name more out there. And you just got on campus. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I'll say I had a decent, good spring. You know, I was getting a rotation with the runs, getting great high quality reps, trying to get ready for the season. And I really just can't wait for fall camp, see how that's like, and, just get ready for Ole Miss week 1.
Yes, sir. What were some of the biggest things you learned in the spring, just going through the reps, learning from the ones, picking the running back Coach Brainy, and maybe even Coach McGee's brain as well?
One thing I picked up on is that the college game is a whole lot faster than high school, man. And each practice is basically a game for real, because everybody's trying to show the coaches that they can play on Saturday, on the weekends and stuff. So I feel like the competition is there. You got to be at your A game every single rep. You can't take a rep off, or they'll just put the next guy in. So really just can't take nothing for granted. Just got to put your head down, work hard.
100%, man. And then how was everything with just obviously I know y'all was practicing. I know you talked about the reps, but how was the weight training? Was it kind of different seeing obviously high school? You was probably the top guy in terms of just the training. You seeing these guys as veterans, lifting way over probably what you've seen before.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's even the wide receivers are strong. So it's everybody in the gym is just pushing each other. And we had that in high school, but it's you can tell the intensity is way higher in college, man. So I just feel like everybody's dialed in on our team. We had a great spring lifting, and summer is going well too. So I feel like we're gonna be ready.
And in terms of summer schedule, like, without revealing too much, how does that look for y'all? Y'all training every day? Is it a couple days a week? Is it a lot of playbook study? Like how does that look?
It's not a playbook study every single day, incorporating lifting as well. And we got some days where we go out in the field and start running. So really, it's really just a lot of mental stuff in the summer with a whole bunch of physical aspect, on the field and stuff in the weight room.
What are you most excited? I know you talked about fall camp, but what are you most excited about year one?
Year one, really, what I'm most excited about is just shocking the world week one, man, because, we play Ole Miss there, a night game. I believe we play at like 7:30 or something. I just can't wait to see how the college experience is, actually being on the field, night game, Ole Miss, seeing how it is and playing over there in the SEC. And one thing I'm excited for the season, just that balling out as a freshman, man. I feel like with my ability, I feel like I can go out there and make some noise this year as a freshman.
100%. I think I don't know if I got a chance to ask you this, but who do you kind of model your game after? Who you like to watch, on the gridiron, maybe at this level or even like the next level?
Yeah, so me personally, my favorite running back of all time is Le'Veon Bell. So that's what I watch the most, man. I just love how he's very patient with the ball, and he's out there line up in the slot as well. So I like to watch him. And other backs I like to watch is Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. I like to watch Bucky Irvin because we used to have a similar play style, same build. So those are some backs I like to model my game after.
And all them backs you mentioned are very versatile, right? They block well. They can run in between the tackles. They can run off tackle, and they can catch the ball. So would you say like your game resembles them because you could do a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I say my game resembles them because, as a kid, I always want to be like Le'Veon Bell because that's why I'm a Steelers fan now. So, yes, as a kid, I just grew up watching Le'Veon Bell, all his highlights in every single game. So that's what I model my game after, for real.
What quality of your game you think separates you from others?
From others, I say that I can really do everything. I'm not just give me the ball, like hand the ball to me. I can go out there, line me up in the slot, give me a mismatch against a linebacker, and I can make something happen.
100%. What's the best piece of advice anybody's ever given you?
Oh, the best piece of advice, man. It's a hard question, but it's a great question though. I say the best piece is that how you do anything is how you do everything. I didn't get it at first, but after I started incorporating it in my life, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Because if you're just lazy at the house, you're being a lazy person, you're gonna be a lazy person on the field or at practice. So I just feel like how you do the little things is how you're gonna do the big things.
100%, man. Okay, so I know way back then you allowed me to obviously break your commitment to state, man. So how much fun? I mean, I know it's still early. You kind of got like a little teaser, but how fun has it been, just this early college experience for you?
It's been, me, I like the freedom in college, I'll say that because I don't really do much, but it's just like having the freedom and just like living on your own, just everything like that. I enjoy that a lot. And I feel like college is a lot of fun. You just gotta stay focused though, because there's a lot of distractions out there. So yeah.
That's very true, brother. What is something you want to major? I know you're taking a lot of core classes, but what's something you want to major in potentially?
Something on the business side, because I always been into business as a kid. So I remember as a little kid in daycare, I would go in my yard and start selling rocks back at daycare. I don't know why. People were buying it, so yeah.
Bro, you selling rocks?
Yeah, just rocks out my backyard, and people will buy it.
This man a legit salesman, bro. I've never heard that before. Rocks,
I got the smooth one. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you can sell rocks, you can sell anything.
Yeah, for sure. I can tell you again, man.
I love that, man. Okay. Give us maybe one. Okay, so I would go back to this one. Give us one of your best experience playing football. You got to say
best experience playing football. I'll say, best experience. I feel like because football is just not like one emotion; it's like a roller coaster of emotions. So I feel like that's what I like. You're always on the edge, like what's gonna happen next, or you can't dwell on the past. That's like best experience for me. Just like my senior night game last year when I broke the Gwinnett County record. It was kind of down the whole game, but it's just like I was just excited and very emotional that whole game. So I feel like stuff like that is really what gets me going for football.
Do you feel like it closely resembles life in a lot of ways?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay. One more I'll throw at the Bacon. Obviously talk about the freshman year, what you want to do, but tell me, like, without saying too much, but what has it been like kind of bonding with some of your teammates and maybe even the coaches?
I get along well with all the whole staff and all the players. I low key when I first got here, it's just like you meet somebody new every single day that you've never seen before. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, but if you have a great relationship with everybody, then I feel like they'll want to play with you better. They'll like if you understand their background, they understand yours. I feel like that bond helped each other on the field so we can win more games. So I just feel like keeping that bond is a great thing to do.
Hey, but you gotta be careful. He said every day you see somebody new, be careful, son. That's how you get clipped.
Wow, yo.
But look, no. You know what I'm saying? I drove past the player apartments. I'm assuming you got the Hankan wall to your back. Just how inspirational is it to see the wall that Hankan hit 715 every day?
Like it's crazy. It's great, man. See, me, I was never really into baseball because I always thought it was boring. But as I got older and I went to a Braves game last year, it's like baseball is actually pretty cool now. And like being part of the history of what the Olympics that they had here, 1996, I believe. Yeah. It's just very nice to see every single day. And it's honestly, it's a motivation, for real. Just to see that you can make it out here in Atlanta, all the stuff they got going on, all the great connections they got. And all the history behind it.
So I guess we just talked about a Hankan wall. I play in an old Turner Stadium, Turner Field. Just how slept on is the aura of the Georgia State campus as a whole. A lot of people don't talk about it, but it's really very inspirational.
Yeah, I say it's very slept on because the campus, you'll see something like a mural, you'll see people having fun, you'll see like people set up shops in like little tents selling their clothing brands or like selling like their own like scents like cologne and stuff. So I feel like it's a very fun campus, even though it's not the traditional campus that people may want. But I feel like for it being the heart of the city, it has a lot to offer for like different types of people, I would say.
So, like you said, you see and feel the entrepreneur spirit on campus. Yeah. It has that. I know football is very demanding of your time, but and you're going to school, like you just said, you're planning on going to school for a business. How is that? I'm saying, has any wheels been turning for you? I'm saying, entrepreneur wise, maybe sell some more rocks. I'm not sure.
I would say there's a lot of internships and opportunities down here. And we be having like guest speakers come and talk with the team and stuff. And what has really got my attention is like the like real estate and stock trading. So I feel like I'll probably do something like that on the side in the near future and just get to learn it from other people or maybe my uncle who does it.
So like how much free time do you have? Because those things you just brought up, I'm saying real estate, learning how to trade or I'm saying invest in stocks, those takes time to, the research. So how much time do you have set apart from, football to do that?
For me, since I like getting everything done, like generally around the same time, I don't like, having some at like 10 a.m. then having to go back and do it at like 5. So really I get done with everything throughout for the whole day at like 4 p.m., maybe 5. Then really after that, really I have the whole day off, really. So from I probably have about 5 hours to do stuff on the side that I really want to do each and every day.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of time for sure. So bringing it back to football, I gotta ask you, brother. You were originally committed to Memphis. I'm sure Najeh probably has the intel, but I gotta hear from the source. Just what led to the decommitment for Memphis to ultimately come back home and go to school downtown?
What ultimately led to my decision was that Georgia State had 5 running backs leave. And I feel like that's a perfect opportunity for a freshman like me to come in, try to earn me a spot as a freshman. And another thing is that I can get great development from Coach McGee himself. He's a running back guru of this college football team. So I learned a lot from him from the spring up to now, and only gonna learn more. So I just feel like that was a great opportunity for me.
Real quick, I want to intercede. I'm gonna go back to you, Bacon. Just how cool is it seeing Coach McGee, his success? Obviously, talking about him being a guru and a savant, but seeing that he's developed this position at a high level, and guys have gone up to the league that he's coached.
It's very cool because he literally has all the top backs in the NFL. Because he coached them, he really have them all on speed dial, so he can really just just like learn from them and coach himself. So this is great, honestly.
Back to you, Bacon.
Sure. I got it. Great. So what's this to build off of that? I'm saying, what is Coach McGee like, man? And the second part of that, just what's the trajectory of the football program at Georgia State as a whole?
Coach McGee, he's a great mind, I would say. He's a cool guy to be around. You can talk to him about anything, just have a regular conversation with him. And I feel like Coach McGee, he's really turning Georgia State around. He's really putting us on the map. He's incorporating new things into the program each and every week, it feels like. And I feel like in the near future, Georgia State is going to be a spot to go to, a top spot.
For sure. For you, I'm saying, came out of Lanier, right next to Buford. For the folks who don't know, like you say, you broke the Gwinnett record in, I believe, all-purpose yards, not all rushing yards, and you had it might be a record too, the 99 kickoff return. So having those accolades, I'm saying, in your back pocket. I know it's college, but that's got to be a chip on your shoulder, man. I'm saying, your build, who you feel like you run like. How much of that chip are you taking to Georgia State?
I'm taking all of it, really. So I'm just trying. I feel like I have something to prove. I don't know why, but I just feel like I always got something to prove, and I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna prove everybody that I'm that guy. And no matter that if you're 5'5" or 6'3", doesn't matter, man. It's about the heart and the drive you have for the game. I'm gonna show everybody that.
Real quick, Bacon, hold on. I want to share this. We gotta get the brothers some pub, man. We gotta get.
Good merch.
So yeah, man. Look, y'all tap in, man. What's Tojuan Payton Jr. I wanted to share this, man. Y'all go support GSU. Like I said, had a spring game impact, made the dean's list, man. You can go to influencermerch.com. Look, the link is down below on the tube. Okay, so look, y'all go support my guy. Run it. I can't take no dog. Give me copyrighted there. But hey, y'all go support. Y'all go support my guy, man. His shop is live. All right. I just wanted to intercede. I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation, but hey, see the merch, man. Y'all go support my guy. All right, go
support. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
That's that alumni love right there. But so where did that stem from? Like, just you all feel like you're always having to prove yourself. Is it something that's stemmed from your childhood? Tell us like what something a little bit about your story, my friend.
Also, that comes from me playing Little League at Buford. So I first started at Duluth, my first year playing football. Then I went to Buford, right down the road. And at Buford, they run a program like a college program, even from the little kids, which is crazy. But I feel like it's great for the development of the players because every single practice is like a competition. You're fighting for your job. You can't be lax. You can't get comfortable. So I feel like that really built the drive inside of me to always have a chip on my shoulder so I don't get comfortable or complacent.
So to that point, why not Buford? Why did you decide to go to Lanier?
It was the closest school. Okay. I'm in Lanier District, so yeah.
100%. I think I had one more lined up for you, brother. You train with Coach Quell, Coach Backwith, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the best running back coaches about the nation, definitely in the state of Georgia. So just talk a little bit about your relationship and how he's kind of help you mold your game.
Me and Coach Beck have a great relationship. I believe I've been going to Beck for I want to say 1 or 2 summers now. And he just really his drills his drills are like real life situations, and he's always telling me something new every time I go to train. And he's just a great guy, and he trains a lot of good people too. So even the drills and stuff is a competition out there. So Yeah, him and Coach Drew Johnson I trained with. I've been going to Coach Drew since I was about 8 years old, and he helps me with both running back footwork and my route running as well. So both of them are very good to go to, and I go to both.
Nah, that's elite, brother. Throw it back to you, Naj.
Yeah, man. Obviously talked about training with both, man. So how important for you is having that training where it can help your game. So when you at this next level, like you said, the speed's faster. You got to know the playbook. You basically got to be reacting more. So you can't be thinking when you're out there. You got to know what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be. How does training with those guys help facilitate that?
With me, it helps me stay on top of my game, and it also helps me with just keeping my confidence level real high, because you're going against we also do competition at drill. Like we go running backs or linebackers or wide receivers, DBs. So I feel like that competition really just keeps me on top of my game. And the training really helps me out a lot. Just work on my moves in the open field and stuff, and I get past the line. I just feel like it's great to have a trainer, even though you're still doing football, because it's, football practice, you don't really do training, I would say. So I feel like the training just helps. It only makes you better.
Do you prefer, let's say you're in a one-on-one situation, do you prefer to run a guy over or you prefer to make a move on him?
I'll say as a kid, I prefer running them over, but now that I'm older, I'll say making the move, man, so I can play longer.
Smart answer. That's a good one. Okay. Let me ask you this. In terms of your competition, like you said, you played at Buford, end up getting, playing Lanier later on in your high school career. Who are some of the best guys you went against in your career so far, whether that's high school, youth ball, guys you went up against that were really tough?
Guys I went up against, I'll say from last year, definitely y'all boy Xavier Griffin. He's a dog, I'll say. We played Spraberry last year. I'll say that's the best secondary I went up against. They had a Missouri commit. I want to say he's a top corner in the 26 now. I forgot his name.
Jordan Edmonds.
Yeah, Jordan Evans, and their safety they got, who's committed to Georgia. I played a lot of great teams. We played Milton. The whole team is 4-stars basically. So that whole team. Norcross has some sleepers on their team. Really, every week I play somebody good because Georgia 5A football is 6A football is crazy. There's none but college competition in that.
How do you think that just made you better? Like you said, you went up against the Gainesvilles, the Miltons, the Roswells, the Norcrosses, and every week you playing somebody that's good. So how did that make you think, just better in the long run?
That made me a whole lot better because I'm basically just playing college ball at that point. So that better prepared me coming into Georgia State, coming to college. Because I'm playing against those dogs who are at the same skill level basically as the college players.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna ask you something fun. Now, you've been on campus for a little bit, man. What's the best spot you ate at downtown, you would say?
Best spot, man. I'm a food guru. I'll say the Bando, man. The best wings in Atlanta. The Bando and Hattie B's got the best chicken.
That would know something.
Them two spots right there, yeah.
There you go. Bando and Hattie B's. All right. When you not, obviously we know about your mom. We know that you want to get into real estate, obviously, stock trading too. But outside of that, what are some of your favorite things to do just to maybe sometimes pass time? Is it learning something? Is it taking a moment to reprieve a little bit, meditate? What are some things you like to do to kind of take the edge off?
Things I like to do to take the edge off, I say number one, rehabbing, because rehabbing to me is relaxing. I don't know about other people, but I just go in there, get work done, just fall asleep. So I say rehabbing for sure. I'll say playing the game because I like to, play the game with my high school buddies, keep in contact with them, like the NCAA 25. I can't wait to be in the 26 game coming up next week. So that's going to be crazy, man. So I always dream about that. And I'll say hanging out with my parents and family members because I'm very big on family and, just hanging out, just being in their presence really just fun for me. So things like that.
Got you. Who you be using in the game, man?
I be show Georgia State, Georgia State. Cause I made my own character so I can play as myself in there in the old game. So I say Georgia State for real.
So if you don't mind me asking that, how does that work? So you create your own players. So, does a rep reach out to you? They're like, okay, you want to be? Because I think it's an NIL thing with it too. You get paid a certain amount of the game. So how does that process work?
For the 26 process, it's like an app. I think it's called Compass NIL.
Okay.
You put your school email in there. You gotta verify yourself, and then you just tell them your name, what you want in the back of your jersey. Like for me, I want Payton Jr., so I put Payton Jr. So you just put your name, your email in there, then they'll send you this email. They send us this email about 3 days ago about the details on the payment and the game and stuff. Because we all get the game for free and we get the payment. So yeah, that's basically how it works. It's real simple actually. It's nothing crazy.
That's pretty smooth. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who you been whooping on, man, in the game?
I've been whooping.
Yeah, who you been whooping on?
Man, all my friends back at home, man. But I ain't gonna lie, the people down here in Georgia State, they're tryhards, man. I lost a couple times. I ain't gonna lie.
They don't get off the game, huh?
Yeah, like Ted. I lost to Ted a couple times. I lost to DJ. Yeah, so there's some tryhards in the team. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. Speaking of your high school teammates, I believe some are still back there, obviously at Lanier. So do they ever call you, be like, yo, man, I need advice on this? Like, like kind of using you as an example, like, you have made it to this level, right? You likely going to see some good time this year. Do they use you as an example, like, hey, how can I just get to that level that you're at? Or they just ask you for advice?
Yeah, they ask me for advice all the time. Like my friend, my boy Ian, not to put him on blast, but he received his first demo off from West Georgia last month, I want to say. So he just been asking me questions about the recruitment process. I've been helping him out, telling him about my journey, what the do's and don'ts, and what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and stuff like that. And not just my high school friends, but people on like social media, like TikTok, Instagram, they be DMing me, and I be trying to answer every single one because everybody wants to be in the shoes I'm in, but they don't know how it works. So I just like to inform them on how it works and stuff.
Now, if you don't mind me asking this, brother, I don't want to step out of pocket, but in terms of NIL and positioning yourself, you talked about having like your TikTok, your Instagrams. How much focus do you think you will have on? Obviously, football comes first, your schooling comes first, but just how important is that just to kind of have yourself out there too, where opportunities can present themselves and you can kind of profit off that as well?
I think it's very important this NIL world that we're living in right now. Because really, it doesn't really take much. Because TikTok videos, I make slideshows. It takes me about a minute or two to make one video. So it doesn't take long. And I just make slideshows. But the video aspects I be making, it would probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes to edit it all. But really, I say is you should do it. Put yourself out there so that brands can see you, see your face, see your personality and stuff like that. And it doesn't really take much. And my friend's a cameraman, so I have my own YouTube channel. I have 2 day in the life videos up right now. Really, it's just fun. Just be yourself in front of it. Just being yourself out and about, but with a camera. So it's really nothing like crazy. Just real easy to do, simple to do. And I feel like everybody should do it.
All right, so we're not going to expose the thing, but what's the YouTube, man, so we can pub you, man?
It should be my Instagram, Jay the Truth. JAYTHE, then truth with 2 U's.
All right, man. So y'all check that out, man. Yeah, you see, we promote the athletes too, Bacon. On this interview, promote they stuff they got going on too, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, brother. So y'all go subscribe to my guy, man. TJ Payton, man. Jay the Truth, Day in the Life. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and go check this out, brother. Exclusive content, man. Y'all go get that boy to 100 subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, y'all get to okay. So he can start making money off the truth. Don't tell Coach.
I might have another video coming soon for y'all too. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Big coming soon. I throw it back to you, Bacon.
What? Number 21. Why the number 21 for this year?
That was my very first football number that my mom gave me. So I just feel like going back into my old roots. Feel like I'm starting a new journey, so might as well go back to my old roots. Number 21. Like
what do you have? What are your goals? So you have a yardage mark you want to hit this year, or are you just letting the work kind of just prepare you to whatever it prepares you to?
I'm letting the work, speak for itself. But really, I really just want freshman All-American. Be like named freshman All-American. That's really what I want. And yardage goal, I'll say 800 yards is decent for year one. 800, about 10 touchdowns. That's decent. I got big expectations for myself. I always will. So I feel like if I do that, that's just pretty good. And, that's my goals for this year.
Absolutely. What's your favorite, or who's the best offensive lineman to run behind out there?
Great question.
I say all of them. I can't pick one.
Okay.
They're all pretty good. My boy I actually played against one of them in high school. PJ, he played at Shiloh, and he's a dog, man. And I say guys like him is across the whole line. They're all dogs, and we gonna make something happen in the trenches this year.
For sure. When you go off the college, I'm sure Najeh just had the same thing too. You have a little deja vu moment before you get there. Is there a deja vu moment that you're holding on to that you're hoping that happens this year on the field?
Yeah. A deja vu moment for sure. I hope I get a 400-yard game again in college.
I like that for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are your parents going to be at every game, or there's a specific game that they're going to be at to come watch you play?
My whole life of me playing football for 12 years, my parents has never missed a game. So I believe they already told me they got tickets and hotels for every single away game. So they're going to be there every single step of the way.
That's love right there, man.
That's love. Yeah. For sure. For me, last thing for me, man, just you are already doing it, man. So just any advice to, any kid, person that's in high school right now watching this, what's the biggest advice that you would give them, or just how do conduct themselves, or just transition from high school to college?
I'll say keep the main thing, and just keep God first, really, because you're gonna have your ups and downs in football. It comes with sports and life. So I feel like if you just have that faith that maybe in a drought that everything will get better, and I say that just practice and train like a pro, do everything like a pro, because eventually you want to be a pro. So why not act like what they do? You feel me? So I feel like just do all the little things right, and just keep on going. Don't let everybody say you can't do nothing.
Thank you. There it is.
There it is. Couple more, we'll let you go, TJ, man. Obviously, talk about what you like to do, kind of off the field. Are you big into movies, TV shows, anything you like watching? I know you like to play the game, but anything you like to watch, when you try to reprieve a little bit?
Yeah, I like to watch The Chi with my parents, and I go back home. We watch The Chi. The best series I say that I watch my parents, it got to be Snowfall. That's the best series I ever seen ever. I just watched Sinners recently. So I'm big on movies, because I just love movies and TV shows, for real. Remember being a kid and my dad taking me out to Real Still and seeing the first one, Yeah, so I love movies.
What was your thoughts on the recent movie Sinners? Obviously got a lot of good reviews.
It was great. That's probably, I don't know. I can't say it's the best movie I ever seen, but it's up there for sure. That movie is great. Yeah.
Look, check out Atlanta. It's a Childish Gambino. It's a series.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
It ain't as good as Snowfall.
Not as good?
No, it ain't as good. It ain't as good as Snowfall. No.
It's not as good as Snowfall, but I like it. Yeah, my boy Paperboy in there. That's
yeah. For sure. My bad, Najeh.
Nah, you good. No, way to intercede. What was I gonna ask you? After that one, gosh, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna ask him about the other show he was talking about.
The Shot?
No, that's what it was. So Snowfall. So have you heard that they're gonna have a spinoff?
For real? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they're gonna have a spinoff with gosh, what was his best friend's name? I can't think of it right now.
Leon?
Yeah, they're gonna have a spinoff with Leon and the girlfriend he had. I think coming out next year, maybe. Okay. I wanted to put you on game with that. So you might
yeah, I'm gonna be tuned in for sure. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tuned in.
Got you. If you can, just recap, or just give us a little insight into what is, obviously your YouTube's going to explain it, but what is a day in the life of a college athlete? If you don't mind sharing.
The day in the life. See, for me, I'll give you my day in life. My day, I wake up at around 6 a.m. Wake up at 6, get ready, brush my teeth and everything, eat some breakfast. Then I go to the facility, eat breakfast. You have to be checked in by 6:45. Then at 7, we will have like a meeting, probably have like a team meeting. Then we go to position meeting. Then we'll go lift, and then we'll do like we'll go through like the plays and stuff like that. Then we'll do like player-led things, like player-led 7-on-7, you know, go out on the field, run some routes and run some plays with the players and stuff. And we'll probably get done with that, with the lifting, all that done by like, I want to say 9:30, maybe 9:30. And then, you know, I go recover for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You know, then I go home, shower, and I come back and eat lunch at 11:30. And then after that, I'll go to study hall for about 2 or 3 hours. I like to get everything done, you know, that day. So I'll be trying to, you know, cram everything in, get everything done as soon as I can. And then after that, we'll probably come back to the facility around like 4 maybe on the random spontaneous days to go over meeting, like have a meeting with Coach Davis, position coach, for like an hour, and then get home at 5, eat dinner. Then really that's it. Play the game a little bit, probably watch a TV show or something, and fall asleep around 10, 11.
And repeat.
Yeah, repeat.
100%, brother. Last one, just if you had to tell the audience, just what's one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome? Not doesn't have to necessarily be life, but on the field, just one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome.
Biggest obstacles I had to overcome on the field for football, I would say is the mental aspect, you know, because things not gonna always go your way, but you have to just forget about it and go on to the next play. So I feel like once you master how to really just forget everything, once you master that, then you'll be great.
100%. Anything you want Georgia State faithful to know, or anything you want to plug before we let you go? Instagrams, anything you got going?
Well, all my socials are the same, Jay the Truth. They're all the same names. And for Georgia State fans, I just want to let y'all know, man, we're gonna make some noise this year. You know, we got some dogs on this team, and we're just ready to show y'all what we're about. And, you know, I just want to thank y'all for having me on here.
Anytime, brother. You're welcome anytime. Tell your pops I said thank you, man, for putting this together.
Yes, sir, I will.
Got you, man. Appreciate you, TJ.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, man. There goes TJ, Georgia State running back, name to know. Shout out to his pops, man, because he put that together, man. Allowed TJ to come on, man. And like I said, sometimes you just never know. I mean, it's crazy to think about. I remember was talking with him. I just hit up, like, pops was like, yeah, you need somebody to, like, with a commitment or anything? And then just brought him on. We did the live commitment on signing day. So, been cool ever since, man. Shout out to his pops, man, for setting that up. Just wanted to do a little check-in, man. I was in December. We in June now. So, it's cool to see, you know, what he's been able to do, man.
Nah, yeah. He's I'm saying, great kid. You know what I'm saying? Told us his story, man. He's a freshman, but he ain't no regular freshman, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's gonna be something special, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Aria has the records in Gwinnett. Now, Gwinnett ain't no regular area. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody in Georgia knows. So, you know what I'm saying, TJ gonna be somebody to watch. For the Tech fans who are still in, support the people across the way. Support the people across the way. You know, play them this year. Support them across the way. We'll see how that goes, but he'll be big time.
Facts. I think the state fans are a little upset that they canceled, you know what I'm saying, the home and home. You know, Tech was supposed to have a home and home with them. You know, they played them this past year.
Yeah.
You know, obviously. You know, money, revenue, sales, and you know how that go, man. You know how that go.
100%. I'm sure it'll be back soon. Like he said, Coach McGee is doing something special over there. And I mean, I know people, and I questioned it, you know, how we're going to bring big people in with their campus. Not for everybody, but you know, so they got the right man at the helm. We didn't even get to bring up Coach Craig, Heisman candidate. I think he's coaching the receivers at Georgia State. So they got elite coaching staff, just like the rest of them. We know Coach Adams. We know what he did at Cedar Grove. So I would say I give him that bullish stamp. You know what I'm saying? For Georgia State. Georgia State, excuse me.
100%, man. We got another young whippersnapper in the background ready to go, man. So let's go ahead and bring him on, man. This is Ezequiel Carter, Zeke Carter in the building at Adairsville.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother? How's everything?
I'm good. Yes, sir. I've been here the whole time.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. So obviously, man, I think you probably one of the next rising stars no one knows about. So we wanted to highlight you on the program, man. But talk about all the work, man, you've been putting in, man. We're gonna roll this video here in a second, but you've been in the sand, brother, putting in the work. So tell us
Yes,
what's been
sir.
going on.
Every year we go to the beach, we always get in sand work. Cause it's a great always help out. Cause you in the sand, you get to the grass, a whole different thing. You way fast. So we do it every year.
So it helps you. So does it help with? I know obviously it's speed, but does it help with like agility too, and like your cut ability?
Yes, sir. Everything.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Got you, man. This past year, talk about your freshman campaign with Adairsville.
Oh, it was great. As soon as I came in, they was very welcoming. I started the last couple games. It was a great team. We got beat the first round playoff, but it was a great team. Everything was good.
What would you say is the key? Obviously, you was ready when they kind of handed the reins to you late in the season, depending on you. Like I said, I was a playoff team last year. It's not always easy for a freshman, but how was you ready to go when that moment coach was like, Zeke, we're gonna be depending on you, man. We need you ready to go.
I would say all the work I had put in really just led to that moment. Watching the starters, watching them and practicing with them every day. It was just like I ain't gonna say it was easy, but I was kind of a little used to it already.
100%. And then what is it like? Give us a walkthrough of what it's like playing at Adairsville. And y'all always, to me, y'all seem like they have a top back or a back that comes through that's really good. What's it like kind of going through that program?
I love it. I feel like Adairsville one of the most the community very like family like they very welcoming, and the coach head coach he really all in. He do everything he can for the team and the school. It's just great.
100%. Well, what are you? Obviously, I'm gonna roll this video here in a second. But what are you working on the most this offseason?
Getting bigger. I'm trying to get very, very big. So I just break through the tackles.
Got you. What to get bigger? Obviously, you got to be in the weight room. But walk us through like your meal diet. What does that kind of look like? Are you eating 4 or 5 times a day? You eating a lot of different things to kind of help with the protein? Like talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'll be trying to get in a lot of food. I got this like protein shake. Every day I drink it, and my mama she make like little meal preps, so it's just extra calories every day.
Well, what's your favorite thing that mama cooks?
Chicken and potato, rice too, all that together.
I can tell by the smile you be eating good, man.
You know what I mean?
I got you. Okay. Give me 3 qualities you think that make you special.
I'll say the top thing is making quick moves in the phone booth, like getting skinny and getting out real fast. I say that's my top thing. And I'm quick, but I also be low on the shoulder sometimes and get through tackle. And I say the last thing is hands. I don't drop passes at all. I've never dropped the pass of the game before.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Just that.
Okay. So give me this. Obviously, you're getting bigger. So, what are the keys to being skinny? Is it kind of getting slight in the hole? Like, how do you get skinny where you can get past, you kind of squirt past for that big game?
I say hips. Being able to flip real fast, it's crazy. I feel like the hips is the most important thing.
Is there a way you can? Is there a way to kind of train that? Like, do you do like hip inductors in the gym? Are you doing hip mobility? Like, how does that look?
I be trying to do a lot of hip stretching. I don't do it like I should, but I be trying to do it a lot. Trying to stretch my hips out.
All right, hip training. And then you said obviously you talked about being skinny in the hole, and you talked obviously about your hands. What was the other quality you said? I want to ask you about.
I say low on my shoulder.
Oh,
low like breaking through tackle.
You like the thump?
Yes, sir.
All right. I got you. Okay. So obviously we talked about last season how it ended. How did spring go for you, Zeke?
It went great. The practices was good, and the game was great. The game was good. Everything about spring was great. The work We were hard that whole little 2 weeks. It was great.
From compared to last year, I feel like you always like hear alphas like, yeah, man, I feel like I hit another level in the spring, or I feel like this and my part of my game got better. If you had to go, we talk about what you worked on the most, but what do you feel like the part of the game like popped? Like when you was in spring, like, dang, okay, I'm doing this at a higher frequency, higher level now.
I say getting out of getting out the traffic real fast, being able to go from like 0 to 100 real fast. I noticed a big difference on that from last year. I done got real fast coming out.
Got you. Would you say your top speed as well has gotten better?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's ain't nowhere near where I want it to be, but it got way better.
Got you. Obviously, you talked about training. Did you run track as well, or do you like what else do you do to kind of supplement that as well?
Yeah, I do track. I've been doing track every year, I believe. Yeah, I always do track. The track practice.
Okay.
Track practice be rough, but yeah, I do it every year.
All right, let me ask this. This is a good one. So let's say you're going through a tough time. Everything's caving in at once, man. How do you overcome that and continue to stay well balanced in that tough time?
I say God and family. Cause God is great. My family always there for everything. I train with my dad. My dad the one who trained me. So my mama, my siblings too, they always there. So I say God and family.
Okay, well, so obviously Pops train you. So okay, so let's go. Let's take a couple layers back. Let's go back to when you started playing ball. Like, how did that all start? When did Pops like, all right, man, I'm gonna train you for this, so I make sure you're ready going back to like youth league.
It started about 5, 6 years old, and around I want to say before that we was already training football footwork. And yeah, once it got started, I kind of already knew what was going on, so it was good.
What's I know it's still obviously very early, but what's one of your favorite maybe training moments or moments you had with Pops on the gridiron?
I'll say the beats every year. I love the beats because soon we get back to the grass, you feel way faster. So I always put the beats. I love training at the beats.
100%. Last one before I throw it to Bacon. What are some big things, big goals you got for stuff you want to accomplish this year?
I want to really show people that I really deserve to be one of the top backs in the class. I ain't trying to sound cocky, but it's a lot of stuff I do that I see a lot of people not doing. A lot of stuff I say, like I said, getting out of traffic fast, lowering my shoulder hands. I'm everything. I say I'm a very well-rounded back, so I really want to get noticed a lot more this year. That's my goal.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I'm saying the jersey in the background speaks for itself. Georgia Elite Classic attendee. You know what I'm saying? Stand out. But I can't help from noticing, brother. You know what I'm saying? Is that a mic? Is that a mic up there, brother?
Oh yeah, right here. I'll bring it in a little bit.
I said, so you be rapping?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
You can give us a quick scene on the fly.
I don't know about that. No, but yeah,
So who inspired you? Who inspired you? You know what I'm saying to get in the booth?
That's a good question. I say when I really was. It's an app on the phone called BandLab. I was doing that in like 5th grade, and then I kind of got good at it. I told Mom, I said, you know what? I'm in the studio in my room, so that's how that happened. Like I got songs out there too.
Okay. So you want to plug that?
Oh yeah, I got. I say my favorite song, "Nothing" by Zeke, on all platforms: Apple, Spotify, Pandora, all that.
My boy's federal. I like that. So the song "Nothing." You know what I'm saying, just give us a backstory. Of how did it come about, and what does that song mean to you?
I say, what I say? Let me think what I said.
Take time.
That's just a great song. You had to listen to that.
It's just a hit.
Yeah. The beat hard. I really be rapping too. I got bars. You got to hear that. You got to.
We're gonna tap into it, brother. We're gonna tap into it. So you got your accent is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Are you originally from Georgia or are you out of state?
Country.
No, I'm from Georgia.
Okay,
I
that's
had
all.
somebody say that before, but yeah, I'm from Georgia.
Okay. I was picking up a little Louisiana vibe, but you know what I'm saying, from Georgia. You know what I'm saying,
He
from
just got that.
Adairsville. What'd you say?
He just got that country accent, man.
Oh, so from Adairsville, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Vic Beasley is from Adairsville.
Mhm.
Is it safe to say? I know you class 22 today. Is it safe to say that Z Card is the next biggest thing to come out of Adairsville?
It's very safe to say. I say most definitely.
There it is. Got it from the source.
100%.
Got it from the source, ladies and gentlemen. Z Card is the next biggest thing to come out of Adairsville. Running back. You play running back, though. We all know Big Beasley played defensive and outside linebacker. What I'm saying, what helps you go down the running back route? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like myself, I want to be quarterback. I'm left-handed. I saw Vic. I said, Mom, I got my Vic. I need the cleats. But what made you want to be a running back?
My dad, he played running back.
Okay.
So at first I didn't play running back in regularly I played running back my 6th grade year when I first started at running back. What was it?
Everything good? All right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who was somebody? I think you might already said. Excuse me if you did, but who is somebody you watching right now that you kind of picking and taking little things from?
Jameer Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs.
So I love how he run. I love it.
Second time we heard it tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Jameer Gibbs is elite. Jameer Gibbs is elite. It might be the locks, but you know what I'm saying. We just had TJ on the show. You know what I'm saying? Georgia State been on you heavy. You know what I'm saying? We got to credit the Georgia State coaching staff, Coach McGee, and I don't want to. I'm saying not bring up Coach Enrique Davis. You know what I'm saying? But you just heard about his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Coach Dell McGee's the guru coach. You know what I'm saying, for the running back position. So just how are you liking Georgia State right now? Because like I said, they've been on you. They're on you early.
I love Georgia State. I like everything about it, really. I even love that it's in the dead center of Atlanta. It's always very live.
Yeah.
Everything about Georgia State, I like it.
100%. Specifically, Coach Davis, man. So I know he's been taking a couple of pictures with you. I'm sure I got a decent relationship. So how's that relationship been coming together since, you know what I'm saying, seen him?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great. I believe he had heard about me from Born to Compete All-American game. He had inboxed me. But yeah, he be keeping in touch with me.
So like, what does it mean to you, you know what I'm saying, to be as young as you are, 22 or 8, and have, I'm sure Georgia State's not the only school you're talking to, just having this attention, you know what I'm saying, at an early age, you know what I'm saying, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot. I get to like show the kids younger than me.
Yeah.
But the main thing is I be trying to tell her you ain't gotta be cocky with it.
Yeah.
You know, you can just move silently and still be great. But yeah, it means a lot.
And what emotions, you know what I'm saying? That's a big responsibility. Too much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? What emotions do you feel when the kids come up to you and they be like, hey Z, man, I see what you're doing, but this how can I do that? You know what I'm saying, what do you feel?
I feel it feel crazy because I used to be that little kid looking at the big people, be like, oh, that crazy. I want to be like him one day. So it's crazy.
Sure. Is it a young boy that you kind of taking under your wing, like, look, man, you know what I'm saying, I see this in you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You come with me, I'm a guide you step by step.
No, not really.
Not really?
Nah.
For sure. What's it like? You live in Adairsville, you know what I'm saying? North Georgia, kind of just what's it like, you know what I'm saying, on a regular day, and then what's it like on game day? I'm assuming the community comes out and pours into the stadium.
On a regular day, just a chill spot. Just very chill, but on game day, everybody there. Adairsville Stadium, the home side huge, and they still manage to pack every seat out. They be going crazy on game day.
What's the craziest thing in the scene, bro? Like how crazy does it get?
Oh, it get crazy. I done turned around. See like the whole stands, everybody screaming, yelling. It get real crazy.
What's up? So, what's some food spots? Where you going in Adairsville? I know they got a DQ. Everybody loves the DQ. But where do you go? You know what I'm saying, for food out there in Adairsville?
I go to Xavier, but they got what's the place? Tom and Hades.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it. I'm like, where is this coming
Yeah.
from? So like,
Yeah,
it's real good.
I ain't even been, but I be seeing it a lot. I'm gonna go soon, but yeah, it look good. I need to try it out.
We definitely gonna need your feedback on it, but I haven't seen it. I was in Fairmont. I said, man, I ain't never seen this spot before, but
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Appreciate the intel, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying, obviously you do music outside of the game of football. So, but what else do you do?
What I be doing this rapping stuff.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of anime.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
so
All these posters in the back, anime, matter of fact.
yeah, let me see what you got going on. I can't really see, but what's your top 3 anime? I can't zoom in. I wish I could.
I say Naruto, Attack on Titan, and One Piece. Yeah, all these right there, Naruto.
Ah, okay. So we know what the anime is specifically Naruto. It's like hidden life messages. You know, Naruto is he's super talented. Doesn't work as hard until it's really time. Well, he works hard, but he's kind of like a little lazy. You know what I'm saying? But who's the character that really speaks to you? You know what I'm saying, that you get the most advice from? I guess that makes sense.
Message Ra. You know who that is?
Yeah. Wait. Message Dry. That's the sage.
Yeah. I say him because he I don't know. He was just about peace. He's just a great guy. I try to be like that. Just try to be.
100%. I'm throw it back to you now.
All right, so I wanted to ask. I'm gonna share my screen, but I wanted to ask just a little bit about. Obviously, you was at Born to Compete. Just what does this event mean to you, and obviously some of the youngsters? I mean, it highlights a lot of y'all great talent. It's on TV. You get to kind of showcase your talent in front of everybody. What is that event and just that platform mean to you?
It means a lot because I've been going to Born to Compete camps for a little minute, and then that game came up. It made me feel like this is my chance to show people what it is. I love that. Was a great game too. I love that part of that game.
And I was going to ask you, like, how did the game go? Did you end up balling out?
Oh yes, sir. I had some great runs. A lot of first downs. I believe we got beat by a touchdown, but yeah, that was a great game. Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Well, look, brother, if you don't mind me asking, I would like to break down your film with you so we can put it out, pub it out. Obviously, X, that's cool. You cool with breaking it down with us?
Yes, sir. Huh?
All right, let's do it. All right, man. So this is your freshman film.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just try to jog your memory. But this first play, I believe you're gonna run up the gut in the middle. But what's kind of going on here?
Let me see. Who we playing? Okay. Yeah, I remember this play.
Okay.
Right before I had got the ball, the goal was to run somebody over just to go ahead and set the tone a little bit. But yeah, I remember that play. I had to bounce it out. I believe I had to bounce it out because I seen people crash in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that game. I was just running mad that game. I was trying to run somebody over.
Okay. My guy's running mad. All right. I think that's the same play.
Yeah. On the middle.
I feel right there. That would have been touch. I feel.
Facts. I was gonna say because look how you was coming, look like you was finna go score right there, but look like you kind of slipped a little bit.
Right there.
Yeah, I lost balance. That would have been touchdown too, man.
Facts. All right, so you in this goal line. So let's explain this one. You in this goal line, stack the box. Like you already said, you running mad. So like, what's going through your head on this one?
Touchdown. I'm touchdown. That's it. Try to score. So I go ahead and punch it in there.
There it is.
Easy. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the old line.
Oh yeah.
So this one you up against Woodland. So I mean, don't tell me the play call, but like, what are you seeing here as you about to get the ball?
Let me think. Woodland. They were before this play. I seen they was already diving. Like they was not setting up. So I'm thinking I go ahead and set somebody up, make a little move real quick. But yeah, that kind of what happened, I think.
Okay, gotcha, man. Dang, boy.
Mm-hmm.
How much you weigh, man?
185.
Dang, I was gonna say tattoo. All right, 185.
So,
Nah.
185 is a freshman going. So, bro, this dude gonna easily be 215, 220.
Oh yeah.
God, yo, that's crazy.
The burst. You still run 4.6, right? Or you say you put your speed up?
Yeah, I say I actually say lower than the 4.6 now, probably about a 4.5.
Tough.
Mm-hmm.
Outside.
Drop the shoulder. Okay, I want you to talk about that a little bit. That's an underrated play, but you made a nice little like jump cut right here. Obviously, this defender's coming, but you see it and you jump cut through here. So, like, what's going through your mind on this play? Is you see like that traffic is right here waiting for you?
So, as soon as I see everybody crazy, I'm not trying to go down right there. I'm trying to get out real fast. As soon as I see somebody crazy, I really see it as an opportunity to bounce it out and keep going.
Gotcha. Okay. Great play there.
Oh, great angle right here. I like this.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the same play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Man, what do you
Go ahead, Bacon.
how did you I'm saying what cultivated your, so you got an elite, I'm saying, next level type of vision. I'm saying, how did you cultivate your vision to kind of see things before they already happen?
That's a great question. I say because I'll be running the ball since 6th grade. In middle school, I didn't have a great line, so I had to learn how to really look and dissect in just a split second. So I say that's why my division is there like that.
I like Barry Sanders right there, ladies and gentlemen. Just kids just got instincts. It's just a natural.
So,
same thing here.
Same thing.
This against Cass.
Facts. And right there, obviously, like there's nothing there, so that's a great jump cut again.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Powerful jump cut too.
You see, now I would have got way more yards today because back then that was last year. I didn't really know how to stay square. Now I stay square, take off now. So that'd be holding play now.
If you can explain that for those at home that's watching that don't know what you mean when you say stay square, like what you mean there?
Because as soon as I had came off that cut, my body was a little more towards the sideline. Staying square is like staying straight the whole time, making the move and getting right back fast. Because if you're not square, you can't be controlled.
That's how I level.
Okay. Sheesh, how did you score that, bro? That's like
I had no idea. I remember that.
That's crazy, right? 1 here, 2, 3, 4.
Too.
How much you squat, bro?
What I scored like 14.
Freshman, that is crazy.
Yes, sir.
Make y'all different breed nowadays, man. Lord. Yeah, I don't think he's that far off, Bacon. I mean, you can see right there, boom, look at the cut, and then one more. I mean, and he's already said he's worked on that top speed. He's gonna run through that, I think, this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing.
Better read it, man.
You see,
Stephon would have been crazy.
Yeah, and now I learned to get my knees up. If someone came low like that, it's touchdown.
What you mean? Give your knees up?
Get my knees real high with someone like that. So I would have ran right through that.
Because basically Bacon, it was low, so he was able to kind of chop him down. But if it's up, what he's saying, he can run him right over. It's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Another powerful one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's that phone move you're talking about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can see it right here, but I had made multiple moves as soon as I had got in the line of scrimmage right there.
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that boy touching. Lord.
You see that this year I'm running through that.
Right. And you running him
Right.
over, you gonna keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, look, this play I got hit. I don't know why my coach put that in there. I got hit right
Right.
Is he like, Coach, you messing me up, man?
Right.
All right, man. Got you. So that's the film, man. Obviously, that's freshman film, man. So, like I said, like, room for improvement, show some great thing. I think you'll be even better this year. You got the vision. A lot of running backs don't have vision, bro.
That's true.
And they can't make people miss in the phone booth. So you got all that. Now it's just running them over and then that top speed. Once you got that, you're gonna be unstoppable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Baker, what's your thoughts real quick?
I mean, you know what I'm saying, y'all said it. He said it when he came on the show. He said, like, I'm a freshman. I'm doing things a lot of these other guys ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? So he stamped himself from that point. We just saw the film. The film speaks for itself. Brother say he runs under 4.6 now, squatting 400 pounds. Sky's the limit, young man. I like to see you at Georgia State because I like what Coach Dell McGee doing. But I know you'll get in the Big Ten, SEC schools, Georgia Tech. I know we're gonna reach out soon. But you know what I'm saying? This do your thing, brother. Continue to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? Remember we didn't ask you, brother. What is your why? Why do you play football? Why do you do what you do? And why do you want, you know what I'm saying, be successful at it?
Great question.
That is a good question. I say my why is really for my family. I feel like something you good at and you could possibly get money out of. And I love it. Yeah, I love football. So it's really a ticket for me. And then get that money coming in. I really want to do it for my family.
Now we didn't get a chance to see it on the film, but you said obviously you got impeccable hands. So I don't want you to reveal anything, but will we see you catching the ball more, maybe out of the backfield, running routes against linebackers or what it may be?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. Well, we already got some little plays in like that. Lined up at receiver coming out of a little route. Yes, sir. We're gonna see that a lot this year.
How excited are you just this year in total, just to showcase your talent even more?
I'm very excited. The lineman don't look bad either. The quarterback he be throwing dots too. So everything's set up. So the defense looking crazy too. So I'm very excited this year.
Now you mentioned kind of Jahmyr Gibbs being one of your favorite players. What about his game you like? Is it the versatility? Is it he could do everything? Like what about his game just catches your eye?
I say how quick he is. The play could literally break, and he still get 20 yards out of there right at the line of scrimmage. Like crazy. He be getting out of stuff real fast. I love that.
Got you. Outside of obviously football, like we obviously discovered your hidden talent. Is there anything else you'd like to do outside of those things?
Not really. I really do football. I make a little music, lift. That's it.
Watch anime.
Oh yeah, watch anime. Yes, sir. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So put us on game of a show we should watch, man. An anime.
Naruto. Naruto all around the best. I don't care. Naruto the best anime. A lot of people they probably disagree because they don't want to be typical, but Naruto really the best anime. Everything about it crazy.
These are facts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. Up to this point, what's been one of your favorite moments on the football field?
Ooh, I'll say that's a good question. I'll say my favorite moment will probably Rizzling game last year. I turned around to see the crowd. I bought out that game. That's probably my favorite moment. Like seeing the fans call for my name. That's probably my favorite moment.
Okay, got you. One more before I throw it to Bacon before we wrap it up. So talk about your goals, what you want to do this year. Obviously, getting kind of more on the scene. So, I guess just any advice you give others. I know you don't have anybody under your ring because you're so young, but any advice you give as you navigate this journey?
I say keep God close. I say that because it's been some times I wasn't really I wasn't really producing, but I feel like once you get back right with God, he'll literally show you something. You like something just pop up. Like you might have a crazy game, you might get an invite to something. So I say keep God close.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. I'm gonna flash you back. You came. I was looking at the schedule. I hope y'all was gonna come close. You know, I know y'all up there in North Georgia. Y'all hitting Northwest, Calhoun, things like that. But last year y'all did play Sandy Creek for a playoff game. So I'm saying, Najeh and I kind of covered them closely down here. Just I'm saying, how was that atmosphere? You know what I'm saying? I think you got a couple carries against them. So how was that?
That matter of fact, that probably was my favorite game, even though we got beat.
Yeah,
that probably my favorite game. Just going over there and seeing like the talent they have, and the opportunity to be like play against them to really see like where I'm at as a running back. That probably was my favorite game. The atmosphere was crazy too.
Sandy Creek crazy on the playoff games. But what was your self-assessment like? What did you how did you feel about that game after, you know what I'm saying, we on the bus ride home, at home a couple days after? How did you assess yourself?
Coming back home, even like I said, even though we had got beat, I knew I had some great runs, but also I see some stuff I needed to fix on. And all of that stuff I got to fix this year. This year about to be crazy.
100%, brother. Like I said, man, we know you got that dog in you. We're gonna be eager to see those highlights, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, you know what I'm saying? How is the media up there? Well, you know what I'm saying? Living in Adairsville, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it is down here, but how is the media up there? And how can media like Najeh and myself be more of an advocate or help guys up there in North Georgia?
The media over here, we actually got a coach that he stay on Twitter, reposting everything. Coach Terrell, and he's one of the advocates trying to get the kids out there. And I say for people like y'all is to like how y'all doing right now, noticing people like me, people that's not from like the major schools. I say just looking out for kids like me is a great way.
Sure. So just like Coach Tyrell, man, the floor is yours, brother. You know what I'm saying? Is there any hold on, we got a comment. That's for mom. I know what, man. Shout out to mom. Appreciate you tapping in, mom. Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, allowing us to, you know what I'm saying, to interview, you know what I'm saying, your son, man. You got, you know what I'm saying, got a great son for sure. But like I said, the floor is yours, man. You want to put anybody on from the team? Who should we know about?
I say Jay Carson. He also another running back. He's smooth. He going. The only thing I say he's a little undersized right now.
Okay.
But he quick. And he be low in the circle too sometimes. I say Jay Carson. He gonna pop off real soon.
All right, man. 100%. That's my last question, but like I said again, man, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate your time, and I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, being open.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Hey, Zeke, tell your pops, man. I said appreciate the interview, man, and I'll bring you on, brother. Keep us updated with your journey, man. And like I said, you got any posts, bro, tag us. We'll retweet all day, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, man. All right,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey, next rising star right here, man. Zeke Carter.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Know the name, man. Zeke Carter, man. Appreciate him coming on, man. Getting out the mud, man. But it's gonna be one to watch, man. I just see them runs turn into beast mode runs here pretty soon. And I didn't say him, he said Gibbs, but seeing what he was doing, I'm seeing a little Marshawn Lynch, man. Seeing a little Lynch. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if you get up there with that top speed and everything, but I'm seeing some Lynch to the game, you know what I'm saying? But we'll obviously see everything, man. But shout out to can we shout out the fans? 250 tonight. I know that don't seem like a lot. We've had shows, we've had 600, 700, 800. But man, y'all was consistent on the tube, man. So y'all was consistent on Bacon's tube. Y'all was consistent on mine. So I want to give y'all a shout out also the fans on X. You know, for Bacon, also for me. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Bacon, shout out to you, brother, for setting up that Kentrell Davis official interview, brother.
Man.
Did that. Yes, sir. That was
you. No, that's tough. Shout out to you, appreciate you tapping in.
Facts. And I want to get a shout out before we close out the show. Bacon from the Tech fans. Hold on. Appreciate you, man. THW, the hell with Georgia 365. Excellent show. That's what it means. I didn't say that. That's what that means. Excellent show. Check it out. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate the love. My God. Man, hey, man, when you going to come on the show, man? When you going to come on the show? Come on, Jimmy, man. It's time, man. You've been following me since I was doing the Score Lender YouTubes. You over here now supporting. When you gonna come on the show, brother? Come on, man. It's time.
We've been talking about this.
Yeah. Come on, man. Carver, Columbus. 30 minutes with Jimmy Cash. Come on the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are welcome to anybody and everybody. Let's bring you on the platform. All right. You know what I'm saying? You know how to reach me, my guy. You know how to reach me, man. But Bacon, before we wrap up, man, is there anything else you want to discuss? I mean, I did have more college topics, but I know it's late. You got things to do. I got things to do. But anything that caught your mind?
Oh yeah. I didn't get to watch to see how I finished, but Team C1 in, man. Aaron Gregory finally on a 7v17 that's throwing him the ball. I'm not sure why he didn't get on Raw Miami. But you know what I'm saying, with C1 in, brothers, you know what I'm saying, I didn't see how it ended, but from what I was watching, quarterback for Milton, looks electric. You know what I'm saying, shout out to Cam, shout out to Payne Zachary, Jamar Owens on the back end, obviously Aaron Gregory, you know what I'm saying, Devin Carter was going crazy. Travius Hunter. There's so many to name. It was a DB who got an interception versus who they're playing. I can't remember who they were playing, but they played low pro, I believe, in the championship. You know what I'm saying? Najee, remember low pro.
Always good.
From Polynesia. I think they're Polynesian, you know, so always good. I didn't get to see how it finished, but you know what I mean? Representing Georgia, we all know what Cam Newton does, you know what I'm saying? And definitely want another big shout out to Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying? Not just for what he does with C1N, not for what he does in the on his podcast interviewing great guys, Nerd Muhammad, 19 Keys, but just the work he does in the community, man. That needs more light shed on, because a lot of light shed on is what someone calls low moments. So definitely want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, them for doing their thing on a national platform on NFL Network.
100%. Great pull by Bacon, obviously giving the intel on OT7 and the playoff dispatcher for Dead Week, man. We hope y'all enjoy. Hey, Jimmy, I got you. Hey, you let me know, man. I just pubbed out my ex, so obviously I put hit me up on X at Najee Wilk. Let's set some up, brother. So you know what to do, my guy, man. Come on the show, man. Everybody, anybody, man.
Fish to that, dog. You gotta come on.
Yeah, you're fish. You gotta come on, man. Gotta come on. But we'll leave it there. I know we didn't hit a lot of college topics, man, but we got you on the next one. 3 interviews, man. It's tough. That's about 30, 45 minutes. You know, we're already at 2 hours and 20 minutes on the show. So, you know, but we're going to leave it there, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one. And any topics y'all want to know, definitely hit us in the next one, man. Or anybody that want to guest, come on. We got y'all. We'll pub some of this stuff out later in the week before, obviously, 4th of July weekend. And pub it there. Bacon got something cooking up too. I don't know if he's going to reschedule. I won't be available for the Thursday show. But I got a couple guys I'm cooking up, Bacon, for our hoops one. Kingston William, I'll reach out to him, try to get him on. Got a guy, Josiah, I think Phillips, get him on too. But it won't be this week. Yeah. But trying to get some guys. So the Hoops podcast has been doing well. If we're not here Thursday, we'll be back very soon.
We'll be on Thursday. The guest, Cam
Riker.
Yeah. He already rescheduled. Say, yeah, this Thursday is busy. We can do next Thursday. I said perfect. So it is. So we'll have a show this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. Just solo dolo, also for sure.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll do great, buddy. Last one I had, the football, I had to do solo dolo with 3 guests. So I believe in you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. That's what the training's for. But
exactly.
Yes, sir. But we gonna leave y'all there, man. Kumbaya. Have a good 4th, bro.
That's a great way to ride out to the sunset.
But we'll catch y'all later, man. In the next one. Y'all enjoy your Monday night. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us on the TikTok, all social handles at the Sizzle News Podcast. We will see y'all in the next one. And Bacon will be live. Y'all not subscribed. Arvon Bacon at X Bacon Network on YouTube. Y'all go check him out on Thursday night for his official show. I will be back on Monday and back for Hoops on Thursday. We'll see y'all then. And this has been the Sizzling News Podcast. And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.